Good morning, everyone. Up front, you may notice the lack of accent in my voice. This is Jim this morning. Jackson is out at an appointment. So it'll be I manning the hosting duties at Harvey and Charles. Let's swing over. We have also backup cam today. We have Melissa running the camera. Good morning, everyone. I am Jim. So Harvey's not at his desk yet. Charles is on the move as well. So we are going to be a little behind 9:30. I'll let you guys take that up with Harvey. We all know Jackson and Harvey like to bicker about the 9:30 start time. So let me pull up the chat. Let's see what you guys are wanting to talk about as we kill a little time. Harvey comes out and is ready. Cameron, you have we're not doing it yet, but you got the headline article ready for today? You do? You excited about it? Ooh, I like that. Cool. Yeah, Celia did a really good job asking the right question about that. So
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm down for it.
Yep.
How are we doing with Diddy? Is this going out?
Yeah, research is going
Uh-oh. Sound. Let me double check. So, is my mic sounding okay on your guys' end? Okay. Oh, my bad, Olivia. Oh, it was Cameron. Okay. All good. All right, so some big stories we're obviously going to talk about today. Something about Bad Bunny, relating to his safety. We're going to be talking about Kim Kardashian, actually multiple stories about Kim Kardashian, so you're going to want to stay tuned to that. We'll do our headlines today with Cameron. As he kind of teased, it's something relating to Martha Stewart. So I hope our Martha Stewart fans are excited about that. We'll also choose Harvey's lunch today. We'll wait a little bit, obviously, until it's time to pick his lunch, but hopefully we get two solid options. And then I know Anakin's been out this week for the Anakin fans, but he will be back next week, so him and Harvey can also bicker about what they want to do for lunch. But real quick, Melissa, do you want to give yourself a little love real quick? Let the fans know who's running cam today.
Hi, everybody. Melissa running camera. Give me a medal sign.
So yeah, for those that don't know, obviously Jackson usually mans camera and does the engagement, the chat, talking to you guys, talking to Harvey and Charles. But when Jackson's out, because he's so talented, we need two people stepping in. So we always have a broadcast person running camera as backup, and then usually it's myself that'll host. When Tawanda's available, she'll probably hop on as well and assist with the engagement with you guys in the chat.
It's going to be exciting.
Going to be very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, yeah, potentially you guys may just need to turn up. I'm seeing some of the comments in the chat. Maybe your volume, double check your volume on the YouTube stream, because we're getting all good on our end. So make sure that your volume's turned up. Melissa, everyone is saying hello to you.
Hi. Thank you.
2 words, suck it. Thank you. Thank you. Much love to Smokey as well. We may get an update from Lucas on Smokey in a little bit later in the show. We'll see. But all right, still waiting on Harvey and Charles. Not really sure where they're at, but we'll be getting started very soon. So let's go wander the newsroom. Trent, do you have 10 seconds? Trent, real quick. So when we have time to kill, we usually like seeing how people got their start at TMZ. Would you like to dive into a little bit of how you got started here and what exactly you do for the TMZ News Desk?
Sure. TMZ actually approached me. They hit me up on LinkedIn and said, hey, we're starting a hip-hop channel. For those who don't know, I've been working in hip-hop for about 17 years as a journalist. I was the editor-in-chief of Hip Hop DX before this, and TMZ hit me up and was like, hey, we're starting a hip-hop TV show, Silo, and, you're our guy. And I said, let's do it. And I was meeting with Harvey and Charles the day after the Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg Super Bowl.
Oh.
And I run TMZ Hip Hop. We break all the hottest stories that you see everybody spreading around Instagram, and yeah.
Nice, nice. Thank you. Babcock, are you able to get mic'd up for me by chance? Can we do a little promo for what you guys work on the second half of the day in terms of what we're streaming to YouTube now?
Yeah, absolutely. So like this, like with TMZ Live, we have started doing very similar with TMZ Sports. So we are every day at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific on the TMZ and TMZ Sports YouTube accounts and the X accounts as well. Right here inside the newsroom, this is where kind of the sports area is a little bit smaller, but we got Lucas, Edward, everybody that works on the sports stories, and we're just live streaming, so we tape the show. You can watch that, and stories break, whatever happens. We interviewed Bill Krosky-Merritt, Commanders rookie, the other day, who was a star breakout through his first 3 games. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far.
And then are you able to potentially tease what you guys might be talking about today?
Yeah, Steve, what are we doing today? Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Does LeBron James deserve a statue outside of Crypto.com Arena? So, got all-time scorer in a Lakers jersey, and obviously he sets that record as a part of the Lakers team and wins a championship, albeit a bubble championship. So, does he deserve a statue? We're debating that. What else? But yeah, a very prominent Laker weighs in on that question. What else? Yeah. Oh, Livy Dunn last night watching her man, Paul Skeens. Wetting. And Logan Paul, $32.5 million home in Puerto Rico. Gorgeous house.
And again, where
Incredible.
can they tune in to TMZ Sports?
TMZ and TMZ Sports YouTube accounts and X accounts as well. So streaming at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern every day.
Awesome. Thank you, Babcock.
Thanks, Jim.
Not a problem.
Appreciate that.
Anything else you want to talk about while we're waiting on Harvey and Charles? I don't know where they went.
They just disappeared?
They just disappeared on us. No. They could be working a big story. Something big in the works right now.
What's going on? It could be. You never know.
So we've dove into a little bit about how you got your start here at TMZ, right?
Oh, maybe a little bit, yeah. I'm almost 12 years. So I came here on September 28th, 2013. So yeah, I was sitting at home and I was watching TMZ with my family as we were eating dinner, and they ran a promo that they were starting a sports vertical, so a sports TV show and a sports website. And they were like, if you think you'd be good, make an audition video. And I made the worst audition video that you could ever imagine. And I sent it to them. For some reason, they liked it. Yeah, that we won't show that. But
you have to look into the deepest depths of TMZ's servers to find that.
It's so bad. It's so bad, though.
All right, so it looks like we got a little Harvey action coming on at his desk. So let's swing over there.
Hey, we're just starting this live stream. Did you go on the tour yesterday?
Stand by on Harvey. He's going to finish up a conversation. Then there's Charles, the other man of the hour.
Hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever.
Man of the day, man of the week.
You never know what's going to happen, so it's the exciting part about news. Think you're going to do a show for an hour and a half, and then suddenly something crazy happens, and
3 hours later,
you're
or
doing it
7 hours later.
6 hours later. Every day. Not to sound like old man Harvey, but way back in the day, when I was working in local news, and I can't remember what I think it was a flood or something. There was like a flash flood that was happening. It was really bad. And so we were covering it all day, like wall to wall. They canceled all of the programming. It was all news. And I remember this was like maybe my second year working in news. And I went out, we'd finished like the 6 o'clock newscast, and I was about to go out and get some lunch for the 10 o'clock newscast. And I walked to the back door to walk out in the parking lot, and there was a sign on the door that said, if you leave, don't bother coming back. And they're like, we're ordering lunch for you, but we need everybody here to cover this story.
And it was a typical newsroom pizza day.
I think it was pizza they got.
That's the go-to.
It's the easy thing for everybody when you're just trying to get through a long day of news. That's all.
All right.
Anyway.
Good morning, Harvey.
Don't leave.
Is this the story of a news director who said, if you're not working Saturday, don't bother coming in on Sunday?
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Heard that story.
Yep.
I remember that.
So
Good morning.
stepping in for Jackson this morning.
I know. Jeez.
Booking appointments during the most important time of the day. But
This is the most important time of the day?
the TMZ live stream.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, absolutely.
It depends on where
meant,
you work.
I thought you meant just like now.
No, I mean, it depends on what department you work on. But
Wow, we have got something. We have a tip on the David story that I can't wait to talk to you guys about. We are not ready to talk to you yet. We have a call in about an hour, and I am hoping that that call bears fruit so that we can then put it on TMZ Live. But we are definitely on to something really interesting with David.
the Bad Bunny story.
The Bad Bunny story is crazy. Look, we don't know. There's a journalist, a real journalist in Puerto Rico, who says that there was a credible death threat with an armed man who was making threats online, and that it was bad enough that the FBI was present at some of his concerts in Puerto Rico. We don't know when this alleged threat came, how many times the FBI might have been at concerts, but it's a really interesting story. And what makes it interesting, and we have no idea what it was about, what this guy's beef was. The only thing I do know about Bad Bunny, and again, I don't know that you can connect the dots, but it's relevant to say at least, which is that Bad Bunny was strongly opposed to Donald Trump's immigration stand and policy. And he decided not to have concerts in the United States because he was afraid that ICE would come to the concerts and arrest people who were coming to see him. I don't know if there's a connection there, but in terms of what was controversial about Bad Bunny, I can't see anything other than that. Now, it may have been something unrelated, but this was a thing when he came out and said that. So I don't know if it's related or not, but there you go.
And another teaser. We have a couple Kim K stories that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, we are going to talk to Ray J about he's saber rattling over what he says are impending RICO charges against the Kardashians. I mean, I don't see anything there, and we're going to have a talk with him about it, and I want him, if he's got any information, ante up, but you can't like make wild claims and then just say, well, I'm not going to talk about it. So I want to hear what he's talking about, and we'll
You've
go from there.
got the chat excited about the potential David.
It's
asking
like,
about
it.
this is interesting. This is interesting.
And it's every day it's something new.
It's a fascinating case.
Yeah.
It is a fascinating case. I will tell you this, that, by the way, Mark Garrigus and I are going to talk about David on our podcast, Two Angry Men, that's going to drop Saturday morning at 10 Pacific time. And we're going to kind of lay it out. But I am telling you that a big part of this case, a huge part of this case, and maybe the centerpiece of this case is going to involve time of death. When was she killed? That's going to make a huge, huge difference in this case, because there's going to be a timeline. And again, we don't know who's going to be charged, but there's going to be a timeline of who was in LA, who wasn't in LA, where she was supposedly killed, when she was supposedly killed, all of that. And they're going to have to align timelines to make sense of this case. And I think time of death is going to be the centerpiece. I think that if somebody gets charged, they will immediately go to time of death to say, couldn't be my client. Absolutely time, because body badly decomposed, right? Body badly decomposed. How long does it take for a body to decompose in that state? And I think there is going to be a dogfight over, could a body decompose quickly over days in a trunk in the hot weather, or does it take a month because of certain medical issues or whatever? And I think you're going to have a battle of experts, and I think and who was in town when the coroner or whoever it is established this time of death. So that's going to be the key to this case, I think.
And
I mean, if somebody gets prosecuted, Time of death will be everything. That's what I think.
Somebody asked, are they any closer to an arrest right now?
We've talked about this. The LAPD, look, we're good at, sources and all, law enforcement sources. I will tell you, I have rarely seen a case in LA with the LAPD where they have been as tight, not just LAPD, but other agencies that have been in touch with LAPD. They are all like locked up, just locked up. They are just not talking. It's radio silence. And usually there are leaks here and there. It's really remarkable how they have put a lid on this case. I don't know why, because something is going on in this case that's different in some way. And I want to just say one other thing about David. And trust me on this because I'm old. I have done reporting for many decades. And one of the things I've learned over time is that from the outside, you look at things, like I'm on the outside on this thing, and you look at things and something just seems to be so obvious that it had to be so-and-so. It's not always that way. It is not always that way. And sometimes everybody is going this way and the police are going this way and they end up being right. So I'm not saying that whatever your conclusions are wrong, but don't assume that just because of what you know, it has to be so-and-so. It's just not always the case. There is something weird about this case for me that I'm still having trouble with. Look, I'm not gonna, why play games with you guys? I mean, a lot of people are saying, okay, it started, we didn't know who was in the trunk, and now we find out who it is, and we find out that he had some relationship with Celeste, and we see them together, and he's written these weird songs, Romantic Homicide, and all these other things, and his house gets searched, and they're looking for blood, and all of this, and the Teslas by the house. So yeah, I get the smoke. What I am like, the thing that I am just having trouble with is, how does a body end up in his car? And everybody knows it's his car, right? Everybody knows it's his car. How does a body end up in his car, parked right down the street from his house? If you have a conclusion of who did it, would the person who did it be that dumb to put a car, park it on a heavily traveled, busy street? Because I used to live on that street, and it is heavily traveled. And you put it there, and you let it sit there, knowing it's going to get towed eventually, which it did, and they are going to find body parts in the car. Who does that?
Also, it was a Tesla.
Who does that? Who does that? Just think about that for a minute. That's why I get where people are going, but I have some real questions about making sense of this. You know, and David's on tour since early August, and if she was killed, say, in early August, where was the body for a month? Where was the body? Carting it around? Where was the body? And how does it end up finally in a Tesla?
Which we're still waiting on them getting the cameras of, like, my thing is you
We
put
don't
it
know,
in.
maybe they've got it.
Okay.
I mean, they have not said. All the search warrants are secret.
Okay.
They're all sealed. So we don't know. I'm assuming they have already subpoenaed Tesla and said we want to see the cameras. I'm sure they've done that. I am sure. Now remember, we broke this story yesterday that the owner of the house that David was staying at does have security cameras in and out of the house. And those security cameras may be really important. However, we know that the owner gave the tenants the exclusive access to security footage because the owner didn't want to make it look like he was spying on tenants. So it had to be the tenants who would give permission to see the security footage. And what I'm guessing is that they've subpoenaed that footage from the actual company that they used for security. So my guess is there is a subpoena out there. There is a subpoena out to Tesla. I don't know whether they've gotten the footage back yet, and it may well be really important. It may be really important. And I would think that one of the things they're going to see is somebody putting a body in a trunk of a Tesla. And if they see that, that's called a hot lead. And we just don't know. But I mean, I know how they investigate, and I know that's going to be a huge part of this.
Veronica says he cannot be that dumb to kill her, put her body in a car, and then leave it in his neighborhood.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? In his neighborhood by his house.
But a little side question, somebody wants to know, is it hard to separate the lawyer side from the reporter side in your work? Because you're a lawyer.
I never went to journalism. Being a lawyer is the most valuable tool I have reporting. It is the most valuable, because we remember that a lot of these cases, end up in court, but it's not in court. It's just that you learn a skill in law school and practicing and teaching. You learn a skill about analyzing things. I wouldn't trade this. If you said to me, you could be a lawyer or you could go to journalism school, and I know it's going to piss off everybody who's, I would absolutely be a lawyer. Absolutely be a lawyer, because it's all about following a story and knowing where the weaknesses are, but what if this, and what if this, and what if this. And I would much rather be a lawyer than a journalism student. Absolutely.
Someone else is wondering, do you think you could have gotten a guilty verdict in the Diddy case?
Well, I'll be honest with you on this. I think it was ridiculous to charge him with RICO. Ridiculous. And I took a lot of shit for that from people, because people just wanted him burned at the stake. And I'm looking at what's going on right now in the administration, where they're saying, get him, get Comey, file charges against Comey. I don't care if you don't have the evidence. File charges against Letitia James. It's like, that's not the way it works. And to go after him for RICO, I think, was ridiculous. And I think it really hurt them, because he wasn't an organized criminal. He was a disorganized criminal. And the idea of saying that he ran a criminal organization, he didn't. He just didn't. Now, did he violate the Mann Act? Absolutely. And now the question, what about sex trafficking? Was there force, fraud, or coercion? And look, the jury said that they didn't have proof beyond a reasonable doubt. It doesn't mean they didn't believe he did it, but believing it is not enough. You have to be convinced of it beyond a reasonable doubt. And they weren't.
And that's something Diddy's...
And it goes back to, look, the victims they had, or the alleged victims, Cassie had an 11-year relationship with him. There was definitely a measure of consent in a lot of it. So now the question is, yes, legally, somebody could consent here and not consent here, and that becomes a crime. But it's more complicated, and I think the jury had a problem with that.
And we're going to dive in. Oh, mic's down. Oh, you're good? Do you want Harvey's mic down? Yeah. Harvey's mic down. All right. So, obviously, an important conversation. Actually, you can probably swing over. We'll step away, and you can show the conversation that they're having. Yesterday evening. Yeah. So in case you guys don't know, the man in the white hat, his name is Reagan. And he is an EP here at TMZ. He was the one who kind of kickstarted TMZ Live when it first started off. So obviously he's a prominent person in the development of the show and how far it's come and where it is today. But they're talking about, here, Melissa. But obviously they're talking about something regarding the show that we're not ready to show you guys yet, but obviously it will be something that we potentially talk about later in the stream. So, and again, teasing the David story, sounds like he has a very important call coming up that will also be a potential news story for us, a new breaking development. So stay tuned for that. We're going to dive into a little bit of Diddy and what's going on, why they're in court today, and what he is seeking. So, like I said, stay tuned for that. But all right, let's just go do a lap. Hang on a second. Stand by. No lap. All right, let's go do a lap. Yeah. Okay. Harvey just said, you guys will be right back. But we're just going to do a lap around the newsroom. So, as we're killing time, let you guys get some more insight on our newsroom, especially for our new viewers. Everyone in here has obviously a specific role, job, responsibility for what they're doing. We have a social media department who is responsible for putting things up on our social media platforms. It's Twitter, X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Whenever we break a story on the website, we obviously want to push that out on all of our social media platforms. And that's kind of what this hub is at. And then over here to your left is our web edit department and our digital video producer department. Looks a little empty right now, but they're having a little meeting in the corner. And they're responsible for putting up videos both on the website and our social media platforms. So whenever you do see a body cam video or an interview that we do out on the streets, our web edit department is the team that cuts that, produces it, and turns it into, all right, we're coming back. All right, now we're gonna come back. So that was half the tour. Maybe later in the show we can finish out the rest of the newsroom. Good morning, Drew. You're all good. All right. I lied. We're gonna keep going this way. Once Harvey gives me the wave, we'll jump back in over there. Actually going to take you guys to the sports department because Babcock teased it a little bit, but you guys should see the department that's doing, oh, is this bad lighting? Okay. So, oh, all right. Now we're going back to Harvey.
Okay. So we've talked about David. We've
Yes.
talked about, what else?
A little bit about Diddy.
Diddy. So now, you want to see my breakfast pizza?
I think we all
Remember I
want-
told you yesterday that this guy Connor at the pool where I swim told me about this thing?
with the tortilla?
It's a tortilla
Okay.
that you put in olive oil and you make it crispy. And then you take egg whites, pepperoni, and mozzarella cheese, and you put it on top. And it's an egg pizza, and it's so good. I'm like so into it, so I took a picture for you guys.
Let's see it.
This morning. You ready?
Oh, damn. And do you have that every morning right now?
For 3 mornings in a row.
3 mornings in a row?
It is so good.
That's all good. Hang on, it's all good.
What?
Do you want to hold it up again real quick for the audience? And if you guys have any other breakfast suggestions for Harvey, let us know in the chat.
What do you think? No, I'm eating this.
Just this?
This. It's so good. Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it now.
Hold on.
Go closer.
Oh, damn.
Oh, there we
Is that better?
have it for a second. Harvey's breakfast pizza.
It's so good.
All
Anyway,
right. We're gonna try that this weekend.
it's great. It's so good.
Does it make you full until lunch, or are you?
Yeah, it's really filled. I'm telling you, because it's like I was just grilling chicken or not grilling. I was putting it in a pan, and I was just getting sick of it. And this is really good. It's really good. Anyway, enough about that. I'm looking up other things we're doing.
So what? It was Ray J we talked about. Bad Bunny we already kind of
I
teased a
got to
little
tell you
bit.
this David thing.
Bad.
I'm we got something here.
People in the chat are just, this
I've
is.
got something. No,
Okay.
I got a call this morning from somebody I know, and I'm not saying, well, it's about David and Celeste. I will tell you that.
Okay.
It is about David and Celeste. And I just can't wait for this call to happen.
Back to breakfast. Have you ever tried veggie pepperoni? Well, we can keep teasing David.
What
They
kind,
just
what kind of pepperoni?
vegetarian pepperoni. Would you ever try non-meat?
Yeah, no, I would try that. I didn't even know they existed. But I will try that. Actually, yeah.
No, you have the chat curious about what this David development may be.
I ran into our news meeting this morning after getting the call and said, guys, so a couple of the producers are going to be making a phone call at around hopefully 10:30, hopefully a half hour. And I hope we're able to talk about it on the show. We'll find out after the phone call. Anyway, so
What about the fact that it's a minor and people are wondering, were they in a relationship and are they, like, is David going to get any potential charges relating to
I don't
that?
know. I think it depends on what they did. It's going to depend on what proof there is as to what they may have done. But if he's 20 and she's 14, yeah, there's an issue. There's an issue. And, but again, I have no idea. I have no idea whether that's going to happen or not.
Yeah, they're
But
asking.
yes, that's an issue.
Yeah. Do you think that, can we go back to Diddy?
Yeah.
Do you think that they're going to charge Comey? That's Toria is wondering that.
In this,
Make one word. What about the comedy?
the which what?
Comedy.
Comedy?
Comedy. Remember we talked
Festival
about this
in
morning?
Saudi.
Remember we talked about this?
The
The comedy festival in Saudi Arabia.
And where was?
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Comey.
Comey.
It's outrageous. It is outrageous. I don't know what's going on with Trump here. You know, it's like he wasn't this way until the first time around. And a president of the United States has no business demanding that the Justice Department prosecute somebody because of his grievances. I don't care who the president is. If Barack Obama did it, I would be just as outraged. If Joe Biden did it, just as outraged. And, you know, he put an auto pin up in place of Joe Biden's picture in the residence quarter of the White House. I'm not going to get outraged at that. You know, a Democrat will come in and he'll put the picture back. So, you know, people are getting outraged at everything. I'm not outraged at everything. He let him put the picture up. It's like, okay, you know, that's fine. I wouldn't do it, but I'm not outraged by it. I am outraged that the President of the United States is ordering people to prosecute his political enemies. That is the end of democracy, everybody. It is the end of democracy. If a president can arm the Justice Department and say, prosecute Letitia James, who, by the way, I think it was appalling that Letitia James ran on a platform that, if elected, I'll prosecute Donald Trump. That's bullshit. And I would have voted against her on that basis alone. You don't run for office that I'll prosecute so-and-so. That's not the way the justice system should work. So I never would have voted for Letitia James. But the U.S. Attorney is saying there's not enough evidence to prosecute her for mortgage fraud. There's just not.
That's when you switch out U.S. attorneys.
So that's what you do. Either prosecute her or you're gone.
You attorney shop.
Yeah, and it's like,
Prosecutor shop.
I'll get a puppet in to get her. But that's what he's doing. Mm-hmm. He's got his hand up the ass of a U.S. attorney, and he's directing them what to do. That's insane. That's just insane. That a president can have, you know, Richard Nixon had an enemies list, but he didn't try to prosecute every one of them. And the idea that he is not only doing it, but saying it out loud. Prosecute so-and-so. It's crazy.
Would you ever, or have you had any interest in running for political office?
Yeah, you look at my high school yearbook. I mean, that's what everybody thought I was going to, that's what I thought I was going to do.
Yeah, we just got a couple Harvey for president.
No, I believe me, for a long time, there was a guy in Los Angeles, his name is Henry Waxman. He was a great congressman on the west side of LA. And my goal always was, when he retires, I would want to run for a seat. Now, never. The idea of doing that and just whistling in the wind and just enduring all that, no.
Oh, we wouldn't have the wonderful TMZ without it.
Plus, they'd probably say, him? No way.
But
Yeah, I'm just outraged at this. And, you know, it's like he wants the UN investigated because the escalator didn't work. FYI, he was not halfway up the escalator like he said. He was 2 steps up when it stopped, okay? And apparently security tripped a switch at the top with a camera or something. I mean, come on. And this is the other thing. It's like, you don't have to be always with him or always against him. I mean, you're kind of stupid if that's what you are, because you don't have a mind of your own if you are just blindly with him or blindly against him. You got to look at what's important, what matters, how you really feel about something. You can't support him if you disagree with the subject because you need to, or oppose him because you feel like you need to. You got to look at things individually. That's why, like on this auto pen thing, taking Joe Biden's picture down, it's like, I can't get outraged at it. I just can't. I just can't. And I don't really care. But I care about this other thing.
all right, where are we? We close?
Yeah, are you guys ready to go? Are you guys sick of me already?
No, they're not sick. They're just they're wanting the David.
I know, you want
update.
David.
Yeah.
I can't move the clock faster than it's moving. It's 10:08 in LA, and we're going to start calling at 10:30, and hopefully this person is awake. But man, it is good. I mean, when we've been working so hard in this story, and when you get a really good lead, they're few and far between in this case.
You get excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, excited
Well,
because I know what this is about, and there's something here.
well, they're ready for it.
Okay. Okay. Are we ready to go? Let me get my phone. Hey, by the way, thank you guys. I didn't know there was such a thing as vegetarian pepperoni. I'm going to look for
Oh,
it.
there's vegetarian, all kind of meats.
I didn't know. Okay. That doesn't always mean healthier, by the way, just so you know.
What?
That does not mean healthier
It's
necessarily.
just if it's vegetarian?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because you
Well,
had a vegetarian
These
phase.
non-meat burgers are filled with sodium and fat
Okay.
and all this stuff. I'm not sure they're better than hamburgers.
I'm going to slide by.
Okay. You ready? What are we leading with? Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny,
Bad
I
Bunny.
believe.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep. Okay. God, I get tired when I talk to you guys.
They love it. That's
Second, he seems like he's on the phone
Okay, yeah, he's on the phone.
with someone, so give him a second.
Okay, we're waiting for Roger to
And
get
Reagan,
the phone.
when we-
He's the one that ended up.
What
I
do you
guess
wanna
real
start
quick,
cracking this?
someone
What do you wanna
asking
start
about
Kimmel with?
Kimmel, his return. Was it a successful return?
Huge.
What
He got
do you
a
want to start
6.2.
Kimmel
He got 6.2 million viewers, and that's with 22% of the country that was blacked out. 6.2 million, if 100% of the country was watching, would be the biggest rating he got in 10 years, and he got that rating without 22% of the country. So that's a big deal. It's interesting. Nexstar is now saying, yeah, we're talking to Disney about bringing it back. And, you know, Kimmel did not go easy on Trump. So that's interesting.
Somebody just asked what channel is TMZ on?
It varies from city to city.
Okay.
We're on a lot of the Fox stations, but we're on other stations depending on the city.
It's kind of cool that people have found us through the stream and then they didn't know that we had TV shows that actually went on TV.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
no, we're doing our TV show now on YouTube. So what we do is we talk to you guys, and a lot of this is just for you guys, but then we're going to do a segment, and that segment will be part of our TV show, and then we'll do another segment, and I think we do like 9 segments, and that forms the TV show. We're just talking to you about a lot more.
And engaging with the audience.
I love this.
Yeah.
You know what? I love this because I've done radio, television, newspapers, talk shows, all this stuff. This is the most fun I've had with any platform I've ever done, and that's been 47 years. And it's fun because I've never had, and this is why we created TMZ Live, is to have a connection with you guys, but the connection is limited by the technical ability of broadcasting. You know, we have Skypers call in from all over the world, which is great, but that's one person for each story. Here, we can talk to 1 million of you guys, you know, and so it's like, I feel like we're having a real conversation, and it's different from TV and even radio. I love this.
And people love the behind the scenes look that they're getting with you, Charles. We're able to ask people.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're not like hiding shit. I had to change my password on my phone because of you guys. Thanks. Thanks for like 90 of you writing the password on the stream and telling people what it was. Thanks.
Well,
I've had that password for 15 years, and I had to change it because of you guys.
I'll put part of the blame on Jackson.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. Okay, you ready?
I'm going to start with Diddy.
Oh, what happened? Do we have the result?
No.
Then we need to wait for the result. We can't do Diddy without knowing what happened. Well, is there an answer in Diddy to the judge rule?
Not yet. Not yet.
What's Jacob leaving for then?
When is the judge expected?
So when it happens, it's not going to come like, he's not calling people back to court. It's like going to be a minute order, like a filing.
Got it. So we don't know when it's coming.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
when it's
Right?
Okay.
We don't know.
Well, it's interesting that at least he took it under advisement.
You can get the mics on, please. Thank you. Microphones on. Giddy up.
Say goodbye to these jeans after this.
Why?
They're falling apart. 2003.
Are those your chip and peppers?
My chip and peppers. Yeah. Huh? 2003.
Wait, is that old to have something?
Lisa Hudson gave them to me. Okay. I thought we have Jacob.
Yeah, we have both. Jacob is.
There's a legal aspect. Yeah, that's why they were in
No,
court.
but Jacob saw a non-legal aspect that he witnessed. He was in court.
Did he?
Talked to us about, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, this wuss with the umbrella.
Hey, can you put Jacob up real quick?
I didn't say it.
Just
You wanted
this
to.
okay?
You wanted to move to New York, so suffer through it, sucker.
Yeah, this sucks right now. This sucks.
Yeah. Well, that was your choice to move there.
With the umbrella.
Oh,
hold
God.
the umbrella. Just...
Hey, yo, Jacob.
Yeah.
73 sunny. Beautiful.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I come for all of November?
Listen, that's not the right response. If you're really going to be a New Yorker, you aspire back to him. You're like, yeah, keep your 73. Guess what? I got better bagels.
I can't eat bagels. I'm gluten free. I just found out.
Oh, God. Now it's gluten free?
He is just like.
Oh, my God. What is happening to this kid?
No, they don't work.
He's gluten free.
Oh. Gen fucking Z. Oh my God. Taking off his security blanket.
Hey, Linus, we're coming to you.
Wow.
Is this better?
Yeah,
Hello?
Jacob, you look great. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing a segment on Diddy right now for the TV show. Here we go. Okay, Jacob, it's just an umbrella. You're not on a tight wire. Jesus. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Serious.
Okay.
Well, Diddy is back in court throwing a Hail Mary before his sentencing, a week before his sentencing. We told you that he and his attorneys would be in court today in New York City in federal court, arguing that the Mann Act convictions should be thrown out.
For various reasons, one of which they say is that the Mann Act shouldn't apply to somebody who brought somebody across state lines if they didn't have sex with the sex worker.
Interesting. I mean, on the surface, it sounds like a good argument, but we'll get to that in a moment. But actually, there was a moment in court today. Diddy obviously was there, but a lot of his family members showed up. And there was, after the hearing, an emotional moment where he actually got to speak to his family members. And Jacob Wasserman was in court for us.
Our guy?
Yep, our guy was there. And Jacob, what happened? What did Diddy have to say to his family?
All right, so I'm going to give you the play-by-play. So it ends, he's huddled up with his attorneys, and by the way, Diddy's wearing his full-on jumpsuit. We usually see him in a collar and in a nicer outfit. That wasn't the case today. He looked like a prisoner. And afterwards, he's talking with his attorneys, and he turns around to speak with his family. And keep in mind, his mom's there, all of his children are there, and more relatives too. He turns to them, and for about a minute to 2 minutes, goes on a very long speech, talking about just words of encouragement, saying, I can't tell you how much I appreciate all your support. You got to stay humble, stay strong. But then one of the more interesting things he said was, every minute, every hour, I get closer to coming to home. So it's an interesting perspective that he has just on the heels of his sentencing, which comes up next Friday.
So, Jacob, you know, I've got some recon on this. And my recon is that since the verdict, Diddy is having a tough time emotionally handling it. And what I found really interesting about what you said is he came in a jumpsuit. And one of the reasons I was talking to somebody about this might be that at least the trial for him was a diversion, that he could get out of jail. He could put a suit on or a sweater on. He would be in court. And now he's just an inmate and not knowing how long he's going to be there. I'm told this is taking a toll on him. Did you get any, it's just interesting to me that you said he was wearing the jumpsuit. You getting any sense of that?
I'm sure you're right, but what he's always done every time he's come into court is put on a smile. And it's when things have gotten really low, he still comes out. He usually carries a self-help book with him. And I think this is part of maybe the lessons he's learning while reading these self-help books is, you know, just smile through the pain, maybe something along those lines.
What was the title of the book?
I don't have it off the top of my head.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But keep in mind, you know, his kids don't see him that often. I think just as a parent, when he sees his kids and the people who love him most, he doesn't want them to think that he's suffering. He wants them to think he's doing all right. So he comes, he blows kisses. He was chatting with his mom, told her she looked beautiful, blew her a kiss. Chatting with Justin, Christian, clearly very happy to see them. And it was honestly a pretty nice moment.
You were in court, and they were arguing that this conviction should just be thrown out based on, you know, the elements of the Mann Act and other issues too. How is the judge? The judge hasn't ruled yet, and he's going to issue a ruling at some point in the future. How was he receiving this? Could you get any read?
As usual, I think the judge was being incredibly even-keeled, and sometimes it felt like he was siding more with the prosecutors, other times more with the defense. An interesting analogy he made, referring to the Mann Act, that I thought was was just a good way of summing it up. He gave the defense an example and said, so just to understand about your definition of prostitution, because that was a big point of contention. He's saying, for example, if a businessman takes out a client to a brothel and the businessman pays a prostitute to have intercourse with a client, is that prostitution? To which the defense said no. So I thought that was a good way of kind of summing up their position on how they define prostitution.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is their argument. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I think that's a long road to hoe for them, right?
Is that the right phrase you want to use?
Yeah.
Pardon the pun. Would you like to rephrase, Counselor?
It's a difficult argument to make, right?
Hey,
Because
real quick, the Diddy story that he did.
Is actually paying people to come across state lines in order to have sex with somebody else. You're still paying for the prostitution services. You're just not the person having sex with them. I don't think that's a material difference. I think it's a difference without a distinction without a difference.
Let's say you're right. Let's say you're right. Does it still have an impact on the judge's sentence where he says, yeah, it's a violation of law, but I kind of get the point? I mean, does it have an impact on the sentence?
You have to believe that he wasn't. It would be better for him if he could say, I had nothing to do with setting up these.
Or if I
like,
wasn't the one paying for it.
I didn't even know that this person coming in.
The act of prostitution is to pay for somebody for sexual services. Not necessarily that they have sex with you. He is the one that's
that's not their argument.
Metaphorically writing the checks. And once you do
but
that,
will it have an impact on sentencing?
It's interesting. Maybe the judge
because there was no proof of force, fraud, or coercion.
Yes.
So essentially, what the judge is left with is there was consensual sex between his girlfriend and the sex worker, and he watched. Yeah. Will that have an impact on sentencing?
I think it might. We're stuck with this situation, the judge is, where the judge has a lot of leeway, but at the same time, he's a first-time offender. He's never been convicted of this crime before. He's a first-time offender. It is something that was done with just he and his partner in the privacy of their own homes or hotels or wherever it was. I think there's a lot for the judge to hang his hat on, that this guy doesn't deserve a long-time sentence for these crimes, which in the modern day are, I know they're frowned upon, I know they're illegal, but they're not looked down on with the same sort of puritanical look that I think we had about prostitution going back 50 years.
And again, this case was really supposed to be about sex trafficking and force.
It was.
And it didn't happen.
It was.
And so 5 years? The prosecution's asking
It seems
for
like an awfully long time.
It seems like an awfully long time.
Hi, I'm Araya from Virginia, and honestly, after everything that we've seen throughout this entire trial, it might be a time for taking accountability on the actions that you've done. That's just bottom line it. There's no other way to describe it.
Okay, we're out. Hey,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's not saying I don't want to be held accountable. He's just saying it would be ridiculous for it to be 5 years. I mean,
well, he
wants to be let out.
He actually is saying I don't want to be held accountable because they're asking to dismiss it.
This is a long shot. I don't see it happening.
Hey, Cameron. Oh, hold on one second, guys. Cameron, are we writing up what Diddy was saying to the relatives and everything? That should be. Okay, but that's the headline. It's not about the case. It's about Diddy talking.
Oh my God!
The headline needs to be Diddy talking to his family. That's the headline of this.
How did Jacob not mention that?
Just on this. Okay, is that up?
It's about to. It's not up yet. We got a court sketch of him. I want to put that in the post.
No. Get it up first and then do it. Again,
Okay,
you're
got it.
waiting. You shouldn't be waiting. Get the information up. Then you're waiting for a sketch. Get the story up.
Okay.
Add the sketch.
Okay. I know.
This is
I know, but it's also going through research. I'm just making sure it's all good before we. Okay, I can put it up. I can put it up.
Put it up.
All right, I'll put it up.
And this is not a research.
Yeah. It's up. And now it's going up.
Okay, and then you add to it.
Okay.
Okay. You see the drill that I'm talking about?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Jacob, look over your shoulder. Look at the sketch. How did Jacob not mention that he looks like Santa Claus?
Wait a minute, he had white hair?
Fully gray. How did Jacob not mention that?
Hey, let's do an audio pickup real quick. Let's do an audio pickup. Just you got us. Or you can even do camera, and then you can just. I mean, look at this sketch. I mean, he's Santa Claus. He's
fully gray. I mean, we'd seen him during the trial that he was clearly his hair was graying, but now, wow, after a year in jail,
it'll do it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
No. You can get shoe polish. That's what they do in jail, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, a very Jackson-esque comment that we had is, a freako is not a Rico.
A lot of people. Well, that was the mantra outside the courtroom. And by the way, a freako is not a Rico. That's just fact.
You have to do a lot before the freako to make it a Rico.
Again, Rico means organized crime. It means Bad Boy Records had to be a subterfuge for a criminal operation. Drug running, gun running, murder, things like that. He was running a company, and whenever he got pissed off, he'd have somebody do something. That's not Rico. It's just not, and the jury agreed. And by the way, again, it's so interesting that people went insane when anybody said this during the trial. Like, you're pro-rape if you say that. No, it's just not Rico.
Yeah, and people are wondering how Jacob didn't mention the
hair.
Yeah, and the beard. So
that's Gen Z.
Well, okay, I'm not going to just blame an entire generation for that, but just Jacob.
Jacob. Said he was worried about his gluten-free lunch. Lack of gluten caused him to.
Roger, there's Mike.
See, you get to see all the warts here.
Oh, no, you're running point. I trust you.
We're not hiding this stuff from you. In fact, call Jacob. I'm gonna call Jacob and let him talk to you guys. It's like, dude.
For those of you who don't know, Jacob Wasserman is one of our producers in New York City.
Please just use the search bar.
Oh, is he scrolling?
Can you not use the search bar?
Is he scrolling?
This causes me endless anxiety.
It's so annoying. If you just scroll instead of just going to the one bar at the top and typing in the one letter.
You could literally just go W-A and it would pop right up.
Okay, you want to hear him?
Hello?
So we're standing here, and the people on the live stream are fascinated to know how you could not mention that he has got a fully white head of hair and beard. You're on.
I didn't think that was necessarily new. I'd say he looked a little lighter than usual, hair a little longer than usual, but his hair and beard have always been white.
Well, you never even mentioned that before.
I'm working with a time limit, and I'm trying to
What time limit?
prioritize the info
We're on a
that I
live
thought
stream.
was. I'm trying to prioritize the info I thought was most essential to our beloved viewers and listeners. So I wanted to lead with the
Master of the
details
suck-up.
of his heartfelt speech, which I had exclusive access to, when we'll all see the drawing of a gray-haired man later on.
You're not going to mention the rain impeded you?
Wait, sorry, what about the rain?
Okay, stay dry. I'll see you. Bye.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Do you guys want to start a little bit more here since you have Roger?
Yeah.
So it's easier. No, it's just Roger because he speaks Spanish.
See, we decided you'll just see. We'll just show you everything. If we're going to do this, we're not doing it half-assed.
They love it.
What? Russian bomber detected near Alaska. What?
Oh, wow.
By the way, ever since the other night, I've been watching News Nation. It's an interesting network.
It is. No, it is.
Evidence identification zone.
Starring Charles.
Wow. Yeah, exactly.
So
Catch me tonight on
this is
Esther
actually
Banfield.
interesting. Russian bombers detected near Alaska. So it's interesting for a couple of reasons. One is Donald Trump has now fully come out against Russia. So he's done a 180 with Ukraine and Russia, and he is now blaming everything on Russia.
And then the next day they send bombers.
And now the next day they send bombers
near our airspace.
And This reminds me.
It's a test.
You know what this reminds me of?
It's a test.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Cuba. This reminds me of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
We're not there.
I know,
but the fact that Russia has
the
been doing
concept
all
of
of
it.
these incursions.
These incursions into, yeah. Wow. Oh, if Putin is so dumb that he's gonna drop a bomb on Alaska, or you know what he's
he's not going to.
You know what?
This is
No. I
about
know what this is.
testing the response.
No, I know what this is. That Trump said that if a Russian jet, a manned jet, flies over NATO airspace, that
They
you
should
could
shoot
shoot
it
it
down.
down. So he was saying you could absolutely shoot it down. I think that
testing.
Russia is provoking the United States now into seeing if Trump will do that over his airspace. That's what this is about, right? That's what this is about.
I think they're testing on all fronts.
But that's the front, because Trump just said it. That shoot down a Russian manned aircraft. So if he's saying that, now they're over Alaska, what's he going to do? And remember when the balloon flew all the way over and we didn't do anything, how Trump blasted the Biden administration for that. So what's he going to do with a Russian plane that goes over Alaska?
Okay, let's slow down. It didn't fly over Alaska. It was detected near Alaska.
I know, but it's interesting, right?
Yeah. This guy's jumping right to World War III. Let's just go. Pump the brakes.
Are Charlie and Devin
They're in the
make
fish-
it?
yeah.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Probably this way. Or I could go this way. I could swing both ways here.
Just bobbing them up.
Okay.
Bobbing them up.
What do you think?
The SpongeBob.
Okay,
They look
here-
nice on you, though.
Okay. Okay.
Do I tell him?
Oh, it's. Well, okay.
I just like to wait and see how long
the
it
second
takes
story
before-
ends up being.
It's always.
Well, because a lot of times you just
Yes,
wait.
I know. No, I was
Okay, Jesus.
just waiting for you to catch up. That's all. It's okay.
I thought of it on my own. Okay, here we go.
Did you go? The silence was a little bit longer than it.
No,
normally
it
is."
it's sometimes it's endless. I'll be honest.
Oh
with you.
my
No,
God.
am I wrong?
Endless?
That he will sometimes stand there and he'll think about what he's going to say. I don't think about what I'm going to say. I say it. Watch.
Oh, okay. Well,
Come on over.
let's
Here
applaud
we go.
your recklessness. Sure.
Okay. Welcome to TMZ Live. Bad Bunny had apparently an unwanted guest or somebody in Puerto Rico during his concert tour because there has been, according to a report, and it seems like a sound one, a credible death threat against him.
And you remember, he was his residency there was 31 shows, very successful, and a lot of people have touted how it changed the economy of Puerto Rico.
Millions and millions of dollars
Millions
pumped
of
into
dollars.
the
So
economy.
incredibly successful. What we did not know is that at some point during this residency, he was dealing with this threat. And
It was an online threat.
but an online threat where the FBI, it was credible enough that the FBI reportedly got involved here.
Now, the guy who supposedly was making the threat, at least according to this report by an established journalist, was armed. And that set off alarm bells. And we don't know for how long this was going on, but this is a little bit of kind of the download on this.
El domingo había una situación, específicamente el último de la residencia, había un credible death threat. O sea, la alerta era mayor, porque había un sujeto en redes sociales escribiendo que iba a matar a Bad Bunny. O sea que estaban particularmente celosos y sigilosos de la seguridad en el Choli, porque había una creíble amenaza contra Bad Bunny. Después se dieron cuenta que era una persona que tenía serios issues, pero aparenta ser que la persona estaba armada y todo. Y además estaba el FBI, estaba el Departamento de Seguridad Pública, etcétera, etcétera.
So this is the journalist who seems to have a connection with Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Jay Fonseca used to work for Telemundo for like 11 years. Now he's an independent journalist. He's very well respected in Spanish news. And we actually went back and listened to the whole interview. There were a few details in there that were interesting. It appears it happened on the last Sunday. So the last day of the tour is when they got the actual threat.
The last day?
The last day. So that was September 14th. He did a special encore concert on the 20th, which streamed on Amazon, and that was just like a special deal with Amazon that came last minute. But the actual last date of the tour was September 14th. That's when the threat came in. That's when everything happened. He also mentioned that Justice Sotomayor was in attendance. I don't know if she had her own protection.
The security, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so those additional...
You know, that also may explain
in line
the
with
FBI.
The FBI being in there, and also what we know Bad Bunny has said about why he did this residency in Puerto Rico and that he didn't want to do shows here in the U.S.
We don't know if that's what triggered this person online, but it's true. I mean, he said, I don't want to do a show in the U.S. because ICE may come in and start arresting people who come to see my show.
Right.
And that was a little bit controversial.
Correct.
And
so you have that controversy.
I didn't know about Sotomayor. That's really
being there. Yeah, that ups the the ante for the FBI.
I don't know if Supreme Court justices get federal security if they go anywhere.
It's very limited what they get. They can get security for sure, but if a Supreme Court justice is going somewhere where there is a known threat, the FBI can definitely step in and help and protect.
Okay.
Now, but see, the weird thing is, did the FBI get involved because you had somebody like Sotomayor and the threat was before that, or we're sure the threat came in right before the last show?
We don't know when exactly it came, but we know it was Sunday. That's what he reported.
But the threat could have come in long before that day.
He said it was Sunday.
Then it came in the same day.
It came in on that same day. It's possible that it came the day before, but he said it was that Sunday. We've been working with the Newsroom. Ryan's been calling local authorities. We've been calling the FBI as well.
So so far no arrests that we know of.
No, or no further information as of now.
Hi, my name is Ruby. I'm from Sacramento. And as a big Bad Bunny fan, I'm actually really relieved to hear he had these safety measures in place, especially at a federal level. I had friends who had their families there in attendance. He was safe. Obviously, my friends and family were safe. I'm assuming he had these safety measures to make sure everybody had a great time, especially putting all of this effort, energy into going to his concert in Puerto Rico. His fans were able to enjoy the concert. They had no idea what was going on. I know when I spoke to my friends and families, they had a wonderful time, had no idea what was happening. And I do think that speaks volumes about Bad Bunny, his professionalism, and especially his dedication to his fans. And that's probably why he's where he's now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting that he went forward and still had the show.
Yeah.
Knowing they got this credible threat, but obviously having the security of the FBI there.
And we don't know. There may have been. It may have gone beyond the FBI.
And it sounded like, yeah, from what Fonseca was saying, that they had other law enforcement involved.
Yep.
All right. Now, although death threats are unwanted, that's something all celebrities should expect.
You know, it's weird to say it that way. I mean, I know what their intent was in saying that, but you say it's like you should expect it.
Can I just say something about
why
that?
Does that? Why do you have to get death threats?
It shouldn't be that way.
No.
But in this
specifically because of
crazy
recent
effing world,
like they brought up Taylor Swift.
whatever you say triggers half the country. I mean, it's like if you take a stand on anything these days, it sets off a huge number of people. And it has become, unfortunately, but I'm not going to disagree with that.
To their point, I think even before you're talking about political affiliation or saying anything that can be perceived as political, but that sounded like, well, if you're famous, you're going to get it anyway.
I will tell you, yesterday, Charles.
The reality is we've seen some of that.
You know one of these, you don't know both. Yesterday, we had two situations where, in one case, I got a call from somebody saying, please don't don't use this part of what so-and-so said.
Right.
And you and I didn't talk about this because it wasn't something we were going to use anyway. And I listened to what it was that they said on camera. It was so innocuous. It was like...
But they were afraid that it was going to be...
Panicked.
Yeah,
and
that happens a lot.
And then there was a second situation where you and I were hearing about threats that somebody was getting that made no sense.
Right.
No sense. And you know what I'm talking about.
No. I don't remember it at this moment. But I do remember that...
A story we worked on yesterday.
Yes.
And
oh, yes.
It made no sense.
Okay.
It made no sense.
Makes zero sense.
So, yes,
That
that's
was
the climate in the country right now.
Pay attention to Taylor Swift, how she had to sneak into the Chiefs game on the opener with the big wall.
Right.
Just because of, we never saw her do that like last season one time, but because of recent events.
Of course.
And she was at the game, but we never saw her.
We never saw her.
Safety, like it's crazy now.
What else?
If words hurt you, you are dealing with deeper issues. I'm sorry, those are simply facts, kid.
Who is he talking about?
I'm not sure.
Speaking to...
Maybe Jacob.
Yeah. If words and/or gluten hurt you.
It's going to be Charlie. She's
dealing
making calls.
A lot of support, though, for Bad Bunny. People love Bad Bunny.
He's great.
So.
He's great. God, I remember the first time I saw him on camera. Jeez.
Yeah, I was going to use him
great.
for...
Until there is real accountability for people making threats or stalking, they shall continue.
Well, real accountability. When people get caught, they get prosecuted. But we are in just a really difficult time right now. And, you know, when you look at polling about, you know, young people where 42% are saying violence is an answer to speech, you know, and wow, it is a troubling country right now. Troubling.
People, I don't know if I agree with this. People should not get so upset over things they cannot change anyway, in terms of
I don't agree with that at all.
Celebrities receiving death threats.
God, what does that even
Well,
mean?
wait.
People should not be upset.
You can be upset. It's what you do if you're upset.
It's what you do with the upset.
Violence is never the answer to speech.
Violence is never the answer to speech. Put a poll up on that. I want to see what people say.
Okay.
I want to see what you guys say about that, because if people are being honest, and there are young people in this mix, again, 42% of the people who were polled, and a credible poll, said sometimes violence is the answer.
All right, we'll throw that up.
I want to see what they say.
I'll let you know.
I want to see what they say. Okay, let's go. A2, what's A2? What is it?
Kimmel.
He'll pop up this one. You don't have to go to sports. We'll go to sports later.
Can you kill my mic, please? My mic killed?
Yeah. Yeah, I could talk a little bit. So we kind of came over here before. So real quick, for those who are wondering, who's throwing up all these polls and making sure that you guys see the stories that we see on the website, or that we have on the website, we have in the chat? Oh, ready? Never mind. Going back this way. That was a quick intro. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. We're ready to roll. Yep. Okay.
So Jimmy Kimmel can celebrate the fact that his return was huge, as someone would say. Huge.
Not huge on so many levels. 6.2 million people watched. That
the biggest
is
audience in more than 10 years.
But here's
for
the
them.
thing about it. 22% of the country didn't see it because it was blacked out by Nexstar and Sinclair. So it's a 10-year high without without 20% of the country.
Right.
That's huge.
This shows you how many people are tuning in. So after the first night, you think there's some hangover on the second night, and maybe you take your foot off the gas a little bit. Nope. On his second night, Jimmy Kimmel continued going after President Trump and the FCC.
We are still not on the air on a number of ABC affiliates, including Seattle, Portland, Washington, D.C., Nashville, New Orleans, St. Louis, Salt Lake City, about 30 more. And if you are watching from one of those cities, please know that the person you are looking at right now is not me, okay? Right, Guillermo?
Right, Jimmy, that's right, yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. Thank God they're not preempting the new season of The Golden Bachelor because of this. The FCC might not like jokes about the president, but they are still very okay with Pop getting a in the jacuzzi. And I think we can all be very grateful for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really funny. It's kind of Carson funny. And I mean, he's not.
That was not about well, it was about FCC.
I get it.
Yes.
I get it. But you know,
and the fact he's addressing the fact that these stations, and the argument can be whether the Nexstar and Sinclair stations are keeping him off because of the FCC threat, or are they keeping him off because they just disagree with him?
Nexstar said yesterday that they are in talks with Disney about the possibility and the conditions under which they would bring Jimmy Kimmel back. I don't know what that means, but if they're talking, see, they want this merger to happen for sure, but they also need their parent company.
Yeah.
So there's probably going to be pressure
I think
here.
the difference now is that he's telling jokes. These are actual jokes. What he did to get suspended just wasn't a joke. I don't care. You could describe it however you want to. It just wasn't a joke.
Whatever it was.
It wasn't a joke, though.
It wasn't a suspendable crime, Babcock.
I disagrey.
Well, I mean,
I disagree.
You could say scoreboard. Disney did suspend him, but you didn't say that.
Yeah.
There was
by the way,
a comment yesterday by somebody, bomb the UN. What do you think about that?
Said bomb the UN.
Jesse Waters said it.
I'd have to hear the context. I assume that
there's
I
not a
assume
good
Jesse
context.
Waters is not saying actually asking to bomb the UN. I'm going to make the assumption.
Anyway, as we were talking about
right.
free speech, one of Kimmel's guests last night, Ethan Hawke, came on and lauded Jimmy for taking, as he sees it, being a hero, becoming a hero of the First Amendment. And there was a fun moment. Wait a second, what is the
check, whatever it was?
No, it's not a check. What is he holding up there?
Oh, a letter people signed wanting him back.
Oh, these are what the
right.
petition that people had signed.
I don't know.
ACLU. Yeah. But look, this is going to be, I think this is going to happen a lot, at least for the next week, with
It'll be
guests coming on.
Interesting to see the ratings.
To go down. They're not going to hold steady.
Of course it's not going to be
100%. And also, if you're interested in the government quashing the First Amendment, we should talk about what happened with, as you say, YouTube is the future. All of those YouTube accounts that were shut down by Biden, actual government oversight.
By the
going
way,
back to COVID, we haven't said a single word about
hold on,
that.
actually we did. We did
and
talk
I
about
agree
that.
with you. And didn't I say?
Yeah, we did
talk
about
that.
What are you talking
that
about?
The left is the cause of the overreaction. Now, come on, Babcock. Come on.
I didn't hear our conversation. We've spent a lot of time on
Did we
cars.
Because that's the thing that's happening now.
Oh, hold on.
No,
Did
they just reinstated the account a day ago.
Did I not
It's just
say
brand new
to
news.
you and the room that the left started this?
Yeah, you said, cancel culture. Yeah, you did.
And
You
that's
said
what
that.
this is, what Biden did on that.
It's so hard
Come on,
for you to
Babcock.
just go like, oh, yeah, you have a good point.
I got to remember back what he said. It's hard to give him credit. I don't like to do it.
Jenna Mark, Miami, Florida. And Ethan Hawke walked on that stage with a CVS receipt-looking document. It was actually meant to be a representation of that ACLU letter that he and 400 celebrities signed in support of Kimmel. This is no surprise. You know, Kimmel had Robert De Niro on Tuesday, and I think this is going to be a bit of a pattern where he brings on his celebrity pals to make light of the situation.
Yeah, celebrity pals. Who also have something to promote usually.
Yeah, a celebrity about something.
It's still a talk show.
There's a
Right.
bigger issue than celebrities here.
I will say, I think Babcock
He
gets
pissed me off.
he gets the biggest mix of everybody loves him or everybody.
Right, that's called America.
It's called America, right?
But he's wrong on this. And this is Babcock's just wrong on this. That he knows that we have said this. I was in this room 2 days ago saying the left started this. But that's what you're talking about.
But he's talking about government censorship.
Joe Biden's administration contacted Facebook and told them
Yes,
to
yes, I know that, and I agree with you.
I said
you're right. I agree with you.
Yes, but
We
that's
all
not
ag-
cancel culture.
It is.
That goes beyond
That's
cancel
way
culture.
beyond.
Now we're talking about what he's referring to is the
Yeah.
government.
I
actually
agree with you
stepping
on
in.
that.
Yeah.
I agree with
you.
you.
have said that about cancel culture about the left.
But I agree with you on that.
I think what happened is that because that was social media, that kind of went under the radar and nobody.
Yeah.
Well,
And
also,
but
at the
it's the same
time,
thing. You're
at the
right.
time, people were drinking the Kool-Aid because they were scared of dying, and we were getting information that was not always true and accurate.
Right. Agree.
So one of the reasons
Agree,
people
but is it American to shut down those
wasn't
people?
always accurate.
Wasn't always accurate.
It evolved.
Right. Turns out we got bad information.
When you're told something is true and they don't know it's
Do
true,
we want to start
misleading.
talking about acetaminophen and
I agree.
autism?
Well, I totally agree with you on that.
We had this whole conversation when Oz was on.
But it's both
And
sides.
what
I'm just saying it's both.
and what did Oz say? We're
You're right,
giving you
Dr.
the
Levin.
information that as we have it now. It may change.
Which is exactly what they said during COVID. Yeah. Which is exactly what they said.
I don't even know what point we're making anymore.
Oh, anyway, hi. Hi there.
Real quick, so
Yeah.
the poll that we posted.
yeah.
Actually, had a lot of people
What's the
vote
poll?
on
What's
it.
the poll again?
Violence is never the answer to speech. 87% say true. 13% say false.
Okay, 13%.
So sounds like not a lot of Gen Zers in our, at least on the YouTube stream.
Well,
but
even 13%. 13% can cause a lot of trouble.
as we can see.
A lot of trouble.
But-
See, you would think that would have been 90-something%. It ain't.
You'd hope it would be.
You would hope it would be, and it used to be, and it's not anymore.
It only takes 1%.
Right.
It's everybody loved that back and forth between you and Babcock.
Oh,
just
he
now.
pissed me off on this.
Uh,
He totally pissed me off on that.
And only on this. That's it.
Yeah.
'Cause otherwise, we
No,
always
because he's
agree.
just talking about two different issues. I know he thinks he's right, but he's just talking about two different issues. There's cancel culture, and then there's.
He really does know how to get under. He just knows how to.
I agree.
He thinks he's right.
Here's the difference.
I've been here for long enough to know how to.
I agreed with you on both.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Did we get that?
Did we get that? It's you just never agreeing on the other side. You're one of those guys. You're a 100% Trumper.
No, I'm not 100%.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not 100%.
You are.
I
What
told
do you
Charles
just-
yesterday I didn't like the auto pen image in the White
See,
House.
that
I don't like that stuff.
Can I tell you something about the Ottoman thing with the picture?
Yeah.
I can't get upset about it.
Yeah, I'm not getting
I can't
upset
get
about
upset
it.
To me, it's
like
no. You're right. I'm not gonna.
It's just
I'm not
it's
gonna
under
get
the
upset
president.
about it.
The president, the office should be held.
It's in the
Whoa,
residence.
wait a second. What did you just say?
The office should be held to a higher standard. I don't like things like that. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Trump has great Donald Trump
Softball.
has great policies. Fantastic policies. And that's why, by the way, he not just dominated
Prosecute Comey, damn it. That's
the...
the
If he broke the law, then James Comey should be prosecuted.
Who makes that decision?
The Justice Department.
Not according to Trump.
Well,
I
Harvey,
want
a jury will decide if he broke the law.
AG,
No, it shouldn't be that way.
Hold on.
The Justice Department should decide whether.
Every AG is beholden to the president, though, to some degree. They're put in the job by them.
Hey, guess what?
Merrick Garland,
Guess what?
same thing.
If Joe Biden controlled Merrick Garland, Donald Trump would have been prosecuted for January 6th.
Harvey, they went.
Am
they
I wrong?
tried to.
Tell
they
me I'm
tried
wrong.
to bury
Tell
Donald
me
Trump under
I'm
the jail.
wrong.
Like,
Tell me
come
I'm wrong.
on. It's
Okay.
By the way, the funniest
We're
part of
hijacking this. What are our kind folks?
Yeah, they're going back and forth. We need to get somebody in between.
By the way, the funniest part of the bomb the UN comment was that right after that, he's like, I mean, come on, this is an insurrection.
I know. No, he
It's
said he said it was insurrection before.
It was right before.
Yeah.
Hold on,
This is an
that
insurrection.
escalator thing was done on purpose, though.
An insurrection? January 6th wasn't.
To invoke that
but this
word.
No, I'm not
was.
saying
To
that.
invoke
Oh
that
my
word.
God.
When there was an actual insurrection.
Who cares? I didn't hear what he said. I hope he's kidding
He should
about
bottle
Bobby's
that
doing.
and sell it. That kind of gall, because he can make a lot of money off of that.
Where are we going?
He's comfortable.
To where?
Harvey, the people want to know, did you have your David update phone call?
We have not gotten through
Yeah, I
to
did
said
get the
person
vaccine.
yet. Did you make the call
did.
that I asked
Oh,
you to
someone
make?
asking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me.
Yeah, notice he says
Hold
that
on.
real
Mic-
quiet. Real quiet like.
Mic down.
Mic
Harvey,
down,
mic
please.
down.
So we're going to wander a little bit away. I'm not going to go too far, but we are going to wander a little bit away. Wanda is not sure.
What town?
That guy,
He
that got you going.
He just riled me.
Right. And this is in her hotel, right?
And by the way, have you ever seen anybody from New Jersey with more blinding jewelry than that? Look.
Yes, I've seen. Yes.
Even New Jersey. Look at that.
No, I've seen. Look. What are you talking about? That's nothing.
Yeah, that's like God. It's yeah.
That's Jersey light.
Yeah. This one is kind of. This
They
one's
kick him
kinda-
out.
Yeah.
Wearing that.
He's just missing some of the chest hair to come out of that
I don't
DC
got that
collar.
much chest hair.
Oh, you took that off.
Harvey, you got
Let me see it. Let me
I'm
just see
thinking
what it
about
looks
going. Thinking about adding a little change.
Dude, if I wore this,
You have a
Maybe
gold
I mean,
necklace
look
on.
at this. This is like what a Rottweiler wears. I mean, come on.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Man, it's
This
disrespectful, man.
actually is my grandfather's.
Yeah,
chain.
that was a lot. That was a lot.
Although I was planning on doing a better throw.
Where are we going?
Here.
Okay, here we go.
This is one of those where he has no idea.
Yeah, he better,
He has no idea. He'll just. No, we'll see.
Okay, I
a good one.
have no idea what this story is about.
Here we go.
Okay, we should do. How many seconds is it going to take me to understand the
It
story?
won't take many.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, he's not going to have the one you want him to have either. No, he won't.
Here we go. No idea what this is. Okay, here we go.
Serena Williams is in New York City. She went to the big Nike Skims event that Kim Kardashian and Nike held last night.
Yep.
But I'm sure she had a good time at the event. At her hotel, not so much. As she was walking through the halls, she saw something that had been added to the decor of this hotel. She didn't say the name of the hotel, but it was very upsetting to her. So this is what Serena posted as she was in this hotel hallway. This is what she's upset about.
All right, everyone, how do we feel about cotton as decoration? Personally, for me, it doesn't feel great. So actually, it feels like no polish remover cotton, natural.
Is that all you can say?
This is interesting. This is interesting.
So wait a minute.
The fact that you are even, and I'm not saying this to like poke at you, but the fact that you're sort of pondering what it is.
No,
that's
I know
upsetting
exactly
her
what you.
when I know.
I know exactly what she's saying.
Right.
That picking cotton is a slave reference, and
Well, having the cotton plant there.
No, I understand
Right.
that. I understand that. I'm just my wasn't that I didn't understand her objection.
Right.
I just didn't know it went that far, that an ornament like that.
I think what she's
and I'm being
saying-
honest with you.
I think what she's saying
I totally
is
got
to
the reference.
see the plant as a decoration. It is for.
It's celebratory of something that shouldn't be.
It's celebratory.
But that's
it's reminiscent.
Very much so.
that's,
And it's 2025. Why do you need to even have a decorative cotton on the stem where it looks just like it came from a plantation on your hotel? For what reason? You couldn't put a vase?
Yeah, and I think what would happen is you would walk, and this again, we're going to be honest
you
here.
kind of are.
No,
But
you
it's-
would walk by that and not even see it.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would
being
walk by
honest.
it,
I know.
just like Serena did, and I would go like,
What the heck?
ooh, And I think that's just the
distasteful.
reality of life in America, that
You see things differently than black people and the black community.
As soon as I saw her objection, you didn't have to explain to me what it was. I got it. Right. I just didn't know.
But the fact that you sat here and said if you walked past it in a hotel, you wouldn't think twice about it.
I wouldn't make the association without seeing somebody
And it's the
reacting
first
that way.
association I would make.
I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
It's the first thing I would make. I would walk past it and be like, Jesus, 2025? Really?
But wait. Do you think whoever did it in any look, maybe they did.
We kind of just had this conversation with the Sheen and the Louis. Do you think that they knew it and did it on purpose and didn't care, or do you think that they just thought, oh, this is very nice and decorative, and then just put it on there?
I get it. I just don't know that the person who did it, you would ascribe that to them.
I don't know. I have no idea. Don't know whose design it was, whose idea it was. I'm just pointing out. I think it's very interesting that that's something that we all have to realize, is that we all are different and we all see things, and there are things that you'll walk by and I would just be like, right, no big deal, and you would go, wow, why would they do that?
But as soon as I saw her say, ooh, I got it.
Should they take it down?
Yeah, I mean, if it's offensive, yeah. But I didn't really.
Ashley from New York here, and honestly, I agree with you guys' take on the perception of it. But at the end of the day, it is a decoration, and it's a cheap decoration. So from the hotel's point of view, I feel like they just put it there just to give it ambiance. But ultimately, if it offends someone, just take it down, because yes, absolutely. As a black person's perspective, from a black person's perspective, this does seem kind of offensive because, look at the history behind it.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, is that not everybody thinks of that history.
Yeah.
And
I get it.
That doesn't mean that they were doing it intentionally to offend someone, but the reality is there are a lot of people who would be offended.
I get it.
I experienced this. I told you a couple weeks ago I went to Mississippi for the first time. And I got to tell you, there was something. We stayed at an Airbnb, and we're in the backyard, and there was this giant tree that was hanging there, and that was standing there, and I could not help but look at the tree and just go like, it was a very old tree, and I could not look at it without thinking,
it was
did someone hang from that tree?
Yeah.
Most likely, someone hung from that tree. And and then it was like every big tree, old tree I went by, I thought about it.
So let me ask you a question.
And by the way, I'm not going to apologize for the fact that I feel that.
And I get
There's a reason why I feel that.
So let me ask you a question. I'm really interested in this. Should the hotel take that down? Should they eliminate it?
If someone complained about it, yes.
Okay. Okay, and I get that. Should the tree be cut down?
No, I'm not saying the tree.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying.
No. I don't think. I'm not at all suggesting that they should chop down every tree in Mississippi. I'm just saying that.
I get your point.
I want everyone to be aware of how things land on people.
I get it.
And to be sensitive to it. That's it. Oh yeah.
David.
Wait,
we have David a ton.
Yes.
like David and I go way back.
Way back.
David Otani, everybody.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Oh my God, it's so good seeing you, man.
Look at you. What is it? The gun show today?
Look at me.
Trying to show me up.
Oh my God, I gotta ask you. Can I don't want to put you in the spot, but I'm dying to know what you think. This guy's a big wrestler. He's amazing.
Well, thank you.
I want to know what you think of Hulk Hogan's legacy, because it's so complicated. I'm so interested. Do you guys talk about that in the podcast?
You took his question for the. By the way, he's here doing a podcast.
But I'm dying to know what you think, because we had Mark Henry on our documentary.
Hulk Hogan documentary.
And it was really interesting about that. I want to know what you think. I'm really interested.
This is a tough question, because growing up, I idolized Hulk Hogan. That's what got me to start working out. I wanted to get 24-inch pythons. You know what I mean? When I met him in wrestling, it was a big deal. And I remember the first time I met him was outside of Gold's in Orlando. I just finished a workout. He came out, and the fact that he knew who I was, because he approached me, that was huge. And I'm a rookie in WWE, and Hulk Hogan knows me and told me that he saw a great future in me, yada, yada. So I remember I called my mom like right after that. That meant so much to me, because my mom and my dad used to take me when I was 6, 7 in Chicago to go see Hulk Hogan wrestle. And I was telling her, my childhood hero knew who I was, came up to me, told me he saw a great future for me, and like that was a major moment in my life. We'll fast forward to when you know, that audio came out, and I was devastated. And I remember finding out because somebody from the office from WWE had called me. They were like, hey, you know, we just want to make sure we're addressing this. And I'm like, wait, I didn't even know what they were talking about. And that's how I found out about it. Like, okay, let me go listen to this. And man, it was heartbreaking. Yeah. It really was. And then the next time I saw him after that, it was strange because we always had a good relationship. And I remember I saw him coming down the hall, and I could tell he saw me. And I remember looking at him, and he seemed nervous. And so when he came up, he was. And, you know, just shook his hand. And we didn't really say much, but he said everything. He was brief, but, you know, kind of just had his head down, like in shame a little bit. But I don't know. It was one of those things where it was still respect. Right. And so the way I look at his legacy is, obviously, you know, what he said is reprehensible, and, you know, who he is as a man is one thing. But for me, the character Hulk Hogan and what he represented and as a symbol is so much. It was so powerful for me, and, you know, shaped a lot of my life. That's why I became a professional wrestler. So I choose to remember that, and, you know, how positive that was. My interactions with him were always positive, but I mean, I can't ignore, you know, what I heard.
Yeah.
I had the same experience by growing. I mean, obviously the 24-inch pythons thing didn't work out for me, but I did go see him as, you know, when I was probably like 12 or 13, went to go see him wrestle, and I thought the character was this incredible guy, you know?
Yeah.
What's the consensus in the wrestling world on this? Is it yours? Is it because when we did our documentary, there were a lot of people who absolutely would not forgive him, and other people who said that's not who he is, and then there were people in the middle.
It's tough. I think it's kind of generational. Like, people my age and older, they remember him and they still think of him positively. So for the most part, it's positive. But it's kind of the younger generation and the kids who just know him from that audio clip. And then also, you know, we got to put race in there too. Like, a lot of the black wrestlers, I mean, we're not going to sweep this under the rug. Right. And, you know, a lot of them, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but, you know, as a man, you know, I can't. But the character, I'll always love the character.
It's probably not a consensus, right? Because everyone's going to come at it differently.
Yeah. You have a big history with John Cena, and he's retiring.
Yes, he is.
That's a big deal.
I have a huge history with him. In fact, he was my tag team partner. People don't know that. John Cena was a tag team champion, and I remember we won the match. I had to do all the work. And then, of course, I handed him his title belt. And what does he do? Hits me with the AA. His finishing move after that. Ungrateful, had me do everything.
So good riddance.
Good riddance to him. However, like I've been saying, he can't leave yet because I was a part of the biggest faction, or the greatest faction in WWE history, the Nexus. And I mean, we changed the landscape, and we should have won at SummerSlam, but we didn't because of John Cena. So before he rides off as the Peacemaker, he's got a receipt coming.
We should say that the reason David is here is because he's about to do our podcast. You guys, this is your promote your podcast.
Yeah, no, TMZ's Inside the Ring. We're about 2 months in now. Yeah, we've had some great guests so far, and when we knew David was in LA, we had to call him up.
David's great.
You know? David's great.
We go way back.
We really do. I was telling them. Yeah, we were at the old studio.
The old studio.
Yeah.
That's like 13 years ago.
Yeah, it really was. And I run into you at Gold's all the time.
That's right.
Yeah. My childhood is the Nexus. So, man, every Friday night, SmackDown on the couch, I was watching every single time. My mom too. She loves you. So.
And my middle plus age, you too. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate it. Have fun in the podcast.
Good to see you. Right. Thank you guys.
I know he's got a cup.
I know.
We're gonna cut that for the web.
Yeah, but I think coming in the newsroom anyway, right? Huh?
Cut that for the web. Yeah, I think so.
Either Siri. But you should start it with us kind of walking up to him. Yeah, thanks for the coaching, by the way.
By the way.
Cut it for the site. Sports.
Boy, that was no. He meant it, and I knew exactly what had happened. And now I want to say, Reagan, why did you give him the fucking question and not me? Huh? Oh, what? I'm sorry, Reagan. What? Suddenly you can't hear anything? Yeah.
You're
Never
mad?
mind. Why'd you give him the question?
No, Charles is mad because you.
It was very obvious that you had given him that.
Why is that obvious? I thought I pulled it off pretty well.
I just hope you left some topics for them
Oh,
to
you
talk
got
about on
some
the
good stuff.
podcast.
I was thinking that too. We saw this during the podcast.
Just so you guys know, because we're being very transparent about what happened here. So Harvey has his earpiece.
Okay,
in,
would you
and when he suddenly came up with the John
First
Cena
of all,
question, I knew that Reagan
Every
was
single
in his
thing I
ear.
asked about
The
Hulk,
first part, yes, that
I
came
knew.
from you. The John Cena and the tag team, you knew nothing about that. Neither did I. But okay.
Who's the Brooklyn Brawler?
You don't know who the Brooklyn Brawler is?
Someone said Harvey looks like him in all caps. Who's the? Oh, you
I don't think I want to see
Yeah,
that.
I don't think we do either.
This in post for you,
This is so.
Oh, that's
because
hysterical.
the guys are going to need a few time.
Should they show?
Just so you know, because I'm sure
We
you
gotta
guys have
fix this in
coworkers
post.
like this too.
We gotta fix
Immediately,
it.
Katie comes out to razz me
Fix
because
this in
my
post.
arm
We're just-
compared to David.
We're going to need some extra time back there.
We were concerned.
We were worried.
Get some extra servers. You're gonna need
We
more.
don't know what block it's in. We want to get it fixed.
We got to get some freelance editors in here.
let's
Hell,
go.
are you laughing about?
Because it's funny.
You want to do lunch?
Okay.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Derek, what involvement did you have in? Why did you need to come out?
We are still.
Why did you need to be here? That was Katie's
trying
joke.
to make contact on the David thing.
They want to know about.
I know.
Yeah.
Believe me, we are all over it.
They said when David
I
came
promise
out.
you. Here's what I'm going to promise you. We will have this story. You will see this story today. We need to get it right. And as much as I want to tell you guys during the live stream, we're going to try to do that. If we don't, we're going to still tell you. We may,
It'll have to be on the website.
Yeah, but we will tell you this, and we'll do it tomorrow for sure.
Okay. Were you ready for lunch?
Oh, what do we got?
The jumbo grilled shrimp and baby arugula.
Where's that from?
That is from Cafe Laurent. And then there's also the grilled chicken.
can't believe Katie
burrito
came out and did
from
that to me.
Cafe
That was-
Vita, or the poke bowl from Burrizo. Any of those sound good?
What I want to do actually is we have this place in our facility called
The market.
I don't want to say what it's called because I don't want to give away.
No free plugs.
But it's a little cafe type thing. So they have a really good chicken burrito, right?
They have it today. I don't know if they have it today. Can you pull up that menu for?
I got to pull.
You know what you want?
Oh, do you?
No.
I'm like, really? I know you do at the gym.
No, Anakin had pulled, but he's
He
in
probably
Argentina.
he can just pretend to be Anakin, and then they won't know if they don't have it.
So a chicken burrito, it's really good.
Okay.
Or I don't know. I'm going to do it from there, or a poke bowl.
All right. Chicken burrito or a poke bowl?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We'll throw it up.
Yeah. For
Chicken
lunch today.
burrito.
When you're ready to get up, you'll be
Okay,
going to
cool.
sports.
Oh, are you guys ready? I thought you said you wanted us to. Okay. Okay, we're going over here.
Heading over.
Oh, wow.
Babcock, coming to you again for.
Oh, we're going into enemy territory with Babcock.
Biceps about the size of your torso.
No. I love it. I love the debate in it.
Hey, no hard feelings.
I learned my lesson from my car.
You know what? That was really fucked up of Katie.
Why?
Now it's bugging me.
You are so thin-skinned.
I'm thin-skinned?
You're thin-skinned.
I'm thin-skinned?
Yes. You say shit.
You
to me.
actually are thin-skinned. It happens. You get to a certain...
Can't help it.
That was funny. That was actually funny. That was actually funny. Okay. What are we doing?
This is where?
What are we doing?
South Park.
We came to sports for South Park?
What block are we in? And we're saving... What's D1? Oh, I wish I'd known that.
D1 with Serena? What? I'm sorry, what's this, D2? Nothing. I thought
Great.
Serena was good.
No, it's good. It's good stuff. Great.
Hey, oh, yo, Reagan. What did you think I was going to get or not get? Because you made a snarky comment before we did Serena.
He wanted you to.
Oh, you thought I was going to try to strong arm?
That you were going to try to, What do you call it? What do you call mansplaining when it's?
What are you talking about?
White-splaining?
What did I do wrong there?
White-splaining?
What did I do wrong there?
He was just afraid you were going to white-splain.
That's racist, man. That's racist shit to say to me. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Well, FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, who, by the way, when's the last time that we
knew the name?
That anybody even knew who the FCC Chairman is?
Name 3 Supreme Court justices. Now name the chairman of the FCC.
Exactly. But the fact that we know his name points to all the controversy around Jimmy Kimmel and the threat that was issued. So guess what? He's got a starring role on another show other than Jimmy Kimmel.
A huge show.
South Park.
Yeah.
Decided that they were going to, and I would guess that this was their way of showing support for Jimmy Kimmel.
Right.
They made Brendan Carr the focus of last night's episode. He is not going to be pleased by this because in the episode, he is suffering a horrific disease, and how he got it is the really insulting and disgusting.
Mr. Carr, can you hear me? We understand you're head of the FCC, is that correct? All right, well, I'm very sorry, but you do appear to have toxoplasmosis from exposure to cat feces. We need you to get some rest, try not to move.
Will the head of the FCC be okay, Doctor?
His bones are healing, so he may regain full range of motion, but if the toxoplasmosis parasite gets to his brain, I'm afraid he may lose his freedom of speech.
It is kind of funny, I gotta say.
It didn't land on me as funny as I
know, but it's.
I look, listen, you
quick turnaround.
You take a quick turnaround, you take a swing. Sometimes they're hilarious, and sometimes it's not.
It wasn't as funny as Trump in bed with Kim Jong-un.
Here's the funniest part of the skit. Ray, can we go back to the wide shot? Did you notice that we had to censor? See the black bar is there?
Yeah.
You know why they had to be censored?
No.
Because he had pooped himself. which on the episode, now that would be
makes
funny.
it funnier.
But we had to take that part out, because of the FCC.
He ain't going to cancel. He's not going to cancel South Park. South Park just made a $1 billion deal.
Because it's a popular show.
Yeah,
right.
But that doesn't mean
their merger's
Nobody
done.
cares if you cancel Jimmy Kimmel.
No. It's a show can go off the air for bad ratings.
Yeah.
Shouldn't go off because the government says it should go off.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I've been saying that.
What?
I've been saying that.
So you disagree with what?
I disagree with the premise that the FCC was the one who took him off the air. I'm telling you that it was blowback from people who said we're not going to watch the show anymore, and ABC because of that knew Jimmy Kimmel was going to double down.
Just help me out on one thing.
Yeah.
Just
Wait,
explain.
did he agree with you?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
So
by the way,
I just need you to explain something to me. What does it mean when you? Because when you say we'll do it the easy way or the hard way, what does that mean? I don't understand.
It's a little thready. Yeah, I could have done without him saying that.
Stand over.
And
You got to stand over a little bit more. What do we do? The easy way, the hard way? It's like that.
They should have never said that. It was the stupidest thing. They should have let the market take care of himself.
Why do you think they said it?
Because sometimes they make stupid mistakes,
And
unenforced errors.
Was it coincidental that the decision came hours after that statement?
I really believe that I will give you that it may have played some role in the decision. I don't think it was mostly about that. If he was doing 10 million people, if he was doing 6 million people a night watching, that show's not canceled.
So why did the show come back if you were out?
Because they said they wanted to let the tensions die down a little bit, and
But if the ratings were bad, why would they bring it back?
That's a good point.
What's the answer?
That's a great point.
But that's your point.
But
So
that the blowback was more harmful to them than keeping the show off the air. They pay him a lot. Not a lot of people watch.
But blowback,
there was a lot of blowback.
Blowback doesn't pay the bills.
No, I know, but the stock took a big hit. People were canceling their subscriptions, and Disney was really hurt. ABC was really hurt.
So it sounds like a lot of people like Kimmel.
Well, a lot of people hate Donald Trump, so I think that.
He might have
But he's
you there.
president.
He might have you there.
Right? I don't think it's anything.
But he's
You think
president.
you think 6 million people all of a sudden decide they like Jimmy Kimmel? No.
Well, are we a debate club?
I don't know.
By the way, I want to say
This thing here,
what you two are really doing is you're really driving
What?
crazy. Melissa, who's on camera here,
What?
because we're doing a live stream
Yeah.
right now. So you probably shouldn't have the live stream up on your
I like
monitor.
to read the
and
hate.
she's Melissa's moving, trying to keep that monitor out of it, so we're not feeding back. So
I'm
there's
like a
us.
masochist. I like to read the hate.
Oh,
so.
my God.
Yeah. Hey, Babcock for president. Barbara.
Hi, I'm Christopher Stats from LA, California. And as per usual, Trey Parker and Matt Stone brilliantly displayed exactly the buffoonery of a character like Brendan Carr. And I honestly see, with South Park, you get brilliant storytelling and great imagery all through the writing. And of course, in that hospital scene that you guys showed, you see Brendan Carr unable to speak freely with his hand in a certain fascist.
Yes, no, we saw it. You don't need to.
we saw it.
Please, you don't need to reenact it.
And this can clearly be interpreted as, the FCC being weaponized by the president, and the damage that censorship is doing to free speech. We've seen it with Kimmel, and over the past decade, we've seen the left and the right do it to each other using the First Amendment to further their own political agendas.
Yeah. Well, sadly, that's true. Reagan, was this supposed to be D2? Why don't you make it E since it went long? Oh, wait a minute, did it go long? Oh, so you're at 9:56. Oh, good. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you had zeroed the clock, but got it. Okay. Did you like the way I kind of ominously leaned over you?
I felt like I was in a.
I know, I like that.
Police station.
That was a nice touch. What's up, Jim?
First of all, your lunch.
Oh, I know what I want.
But is it what you're going to get?
I want the chicken burrito.
Well, you're in luck because they
good.
voted for chicken burrito.
Excellent.
So I'll make sure they place that order.
Thank you.
And surprisingly, not surprisingly, but a lot of South Park fans in the chat thinking that clip was really funny.
I thought it was funny.
Are they having a little bit of a resurgence?
South Park?
With this season? I mean, obviously.
Well, no. They just made a huge deal. South Park made $1 billion deal. I would say the answer to that is yes. For $1 billion, yes. I mean, especially in this landscape.
Oh, yes,
that's
right.
crazy.
Him talking an old bite. With
That's
David.
just insane.
And then what do you have to the people saying that Babcock should be president?
I love Babcock. No, I actually love Babcock. Babcock, tell him how you got this job. Babcock.
It's the most embarrassing thing.
No, you I know, but hold on. You know Jackson, who had to go out for an appointment. Jackson, we found in an ice cream store. Guess where we found him?
A restaurant.
He worked in a restaurant.
Yeah, the most embarrassing video. I made an audition.
Oh, you got the video?
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Come here. You guys gotta come here.
Steve,
you're going to love
Steve
this.
came
You're
ready
gonna
with
love
the
this.
receipt. Oh, you don't have it?
Come here.
You can play it.
So,
you play it.
Babcock. So, what?
He can play it. Now he's upset because I'm going to kill him when you leave. But.
Okay, hold on. Stop it. Okay, do we have audio in your... Oh, how can we not have audio?
Hold on, I'm grabbing it. Go ahead. You could do it.
You got to see this. We're sending it to Edward. This is hysterical. So Babcock, we were looking for a sports producer. And so I did this thing online where I said, send me a video telling me why you would be a good sports producer for TMZ Sports.
Not sure
And
if you're doing
so
a chicken burrito one.
here's the video I get from the guy, this guy who works in a restaurant. So we were looking all over the country for somebody, a sports producer. Hold on. We're going over here, right?
Yeah, I'll send it to one of you. Someone's gonna get it on the speaker.
Okay, you got to see this. It's worth waiting for. This is hysterical.
No, I don't have the new.
Where is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the list.
Yeah, open. 10 BC.
By the way, look at him. Look at him. Look at that hair, everybody. Look at the, okay, watch. Listen, hold on, let's get a mic over here.
Oh my God.
North Brunswick, New Jersey, which is about 30 minutes outside of New York City. And before I start, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity. When I was watching the TV show the other day, like I do every night when I get home from work, I was just ecstatic to hear about the opportunity that was going to merge two of my main loves, really. One hand, the entertainment. Like I said, the TV show at TMZ.com so many times each day. And on the other hand, sports. I don't miss many games, you know, whether it be baseball, football, basketball, every day with the sports talk radio in the car. I love, you know, the stats and the, you know, the intricacies of the game. But to just really find out that there was going to be something that was going to blend both of those together into one position, and the fact that it's with TMZ has it. I'm so ecstatic I cannot even put it into words. I went to Seton Hall University. While I was there, I used to love to go to the basketball games. The problem was, it would be me and a couple of my friends in the student section and nobody else watching these great athletes. I thought that was an injustice, so what I did was create an organization called the Sixth Man. And with that organization, I was able to get those couple of people to turn into thousands and thousands of people that were filling up a very large arena. And because of that, I garnered some media attention, notably on the Yes Network, which carries the Yankees. They carry the Nets as well. And I did a couple interviews, no matter as small as they might have been, since I really just, you know, it was a passion for that. And I always hoped that I would have the opportunity to do that again.
Okay.
And this really just...
So I look at this thing.
That's so bad.
And I think I called you. No, somebody. I thought I saw you at an airport.
You did. You thought you saw me at the airport. I didn't know anybody from California. You thought you saw me at the airport, and somebody called me from the office and were like, "Did you see Harvey at the airport?" And I'm like, "No." And then they just hung up, and I didn't know. I was like, "What? What does that mean?"
And I called.
Well, ultimately, and then Charles interviewed me.
Mm-hmm. I thought I interviewed you.
No, you never interviewed me.
No, you never interviewed.
But I thought I hired you.
You called me and told. I was writing you an
all
email.
you did was see the tape. And then you called him and said, "We're hiring you."
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you.
You forgot to tell us. We interviewed him.
Charles didn't want me, I don't think.
That's not the case. Not true.
And then
we
you're
just
like,
hadn't
that's why
made
we
a
gave you the job.
decision, but you jumped the gun and just made the decision.
Yeah. So thank you for
I
that.
got excited.
This was my 12 years will be in 2 days for me.
Oh my God.
That was
Look at that
13,
hair.
That was 13 years ago.
Jeez.
Oh my God. Nah, I just threw on a shirt. I don't know what it was. I didn't put a whole lot of thought into it. I just, yeah, the music was, oh my God. I have never let anybody see that, and now we just showed it.
That's hysterical. Okay, let's go. What are we doing?
Yeah. I don't know why my hair is so, yeah.
You didn't show me, but you told me about it. But I think he wants to wait.
Living room?
See if we can
yeah,
do.
living room.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We are.
I know it's getting.
We
right?
have made contact.
I have body like that. Like I was super skinny.
We're not ready to talk yet because I hope we're able to tell you before we put this up. I swear to God, though, if we don't, we're going to put this on the website as soon as we nail this down. And I'm not saying it cracks the case. I don't want to oversell, but I think it's just really interesting. Okay. No. I want to wait to see. It's 11:28.
Right.
I want to wait to see.
I told you already.
If we get what I'm trying to get, and so why don't we? What blocks do we have left? So why don't we do F and G right now? Let's do F and G.
We have Tim, so I don't want you to be in the background. Come to me. Roll up in this camera. Closer.
Oh, speaking of Reagan, we need to send that today.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Rihanna. Wait, what did you say? Rihanna, viewer's choice? And where are you putting Scooter? Okay.
Where?
I don't know where
Did I say
Dylan
it
went.
was
Dylan,
Vinny's?
where were they? Where were they?
Vinny-
John and Vinny's.
Hey, yo, we need to send that immediately.
Alexa.
I haven't looked, or can you write what you want to write, and yes, we need to get this out right now. Well, yes. Boy, this live stream is tricky. It's like what you can say, what you can't say. Huh? Yeah, we're having some issues about. We're not doing David right now. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Gonna change the lower. Mm-hmm. Boom. Did we do that they had the baby yesterday? Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Well, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky have baby number 3. Actually, we found out that the baby was born on the 13th of September, so they kept it under wraps for
a week,
a little more than a week.
Yeah.
But the name is interesting. So they have a girl. They've had 2 boys. You know, they had Riot and RZA, and now
it's got to be an R, right?
They got to stick with the R.
Right.
You got to stick with the theme.
Right.
They did.
Rico.
Rico, not Rico. That would have been interesting.
My favorite name.
Not great for a girl, Rico.
It could be good for.
Well, they went Rocky, which you also might say is not typically a girl's name, but
Wait a minute,
they
what?
did it with an I.
So basically,
They got
named it
RZA,
after
Riot, and Rocky.
So they named the girl. They have 2 boys, and now they named the girl after Dad.
Kind of after Dad. Yeah.
I love that they did that. I think that's such a sweet way to commemorate. And also, like, girls having guys' names is also just cute in general. And I know, like, A$AP kind of hinted that it was a girl accidentally, kind of slipped up.
That's right,
People
at the
also
Met
thought,
Gala, right?
Yeah,
Right.
people thought it might have been twins too because he said they. So it was unclear, but it's so exciting that it's a girl. And the little boxing gloves.
What's her middle name? Irish. right?
Irish.
Rocky
Yeah, I'm not really
Irish.
sure where Irish comes from.
It should have been Rocky Joe.
What? That's my middle name.
J.O. Rocky J.O.
Yeah, that's my middle name.
Well, but
So I agree with you.
for different reasons. For different reasons.
You just love my
Joe
middle name.
Tacopina is the one who won the case.
Right.
I think it's an homage to
I mean,
Joe.
I love
Well,
Joe,
Rihanna
but
also
Joe got paid.
supported him.
That's-
Yeah.
I'm sure Joe was paid very handsomely for his services.
I'm sure that's true.
They don't have to name a kid after.
That's fair.
Hi, I'm T-Rex from Gulf Shores, Alabama, and I want to comment on Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's baby. Congratulations having a baby born in L.A. You call it L.A. Rocky, Rocky L.A. Just a cool nickname you can give, but it's always great to bring new life into this world, and so grateful for them.
Yeah. I mean, this is
good stuff.
It is good stuff. What else you guys want to talk about?
Hey everybody, it's Denisha Valentine based out of Orlando, Florida. And here's what I think when it comes to Diddy. I honestly feel like there is not a sufficient amount of evidence to convict him under the Mann Act. And I think that out of the 5 charges, he's only been convicted of 2. So I think at this point, when October 3rd comes, I think Diddy either deserves to be acquitted or he deserves a retrial, in my opinion. That's what I think.
Well, that ship has sailed. He's been convicted on the Mann Act.
will be made, though.
Been convicted. They're trying to throw the conviction out, but he has been convicted. What's happening on October 3rd is the sentence, and that's what everyone's waiting for. One more.
Hi, my name is Courtney, and I'm calling from Florida, and I'm here to talk about the David situation. I think this whole David and Celeste situation is spiraling out of control, and it's really all over the place. We don't know if it's coming or going at this moment. All we know, we need answers now, and we need them ASAP.
Yeah, but you know what? That's not always a good idea, because sometimes when the police act too quickly, it screws everything up. They are definitely on this case. I'm telling you, you smell it and feel it with the way LAPD is working. And we don't know where they're going to go on this thing. So to be continued, but don't rush it.
Don't rush.
What's up? It's me again.
What?
Alexa's shoes were getting a major shout out. The Chuck Taylors.
What's Alexa rocking there?
She got the Chucks on. Multiple comments about it.
Wow, it has paint all
I top Chucks.
You guys remember when Joe Tacopina came on TMZ Live after the ASAP case, and he said that Rihanna told him they were going to name their third baby after him. So we did think. I'm surprised that they didn't name her Rocky Joe.
You know.
Right.
He said like, oh, she just told me third baby's going to be named after me. I believed him too.
I took that as Joe just hyperbole, but maybe she did say it.
I did. I thought it was true.
Lawyers.
Always lying.
I'm assuming there's still nothing we can
Yeah,
talk
no,
about.
there was still.
What's your burrito, Harvey? There's two different ones at this place. One has French fries in it, but I think you'll like that one.
No, he doesn't want that. No,
but I think you'll like that one better without the fries.
Yeah, without fries.
I think you'll like that one better.
Without
than the
fries.
You don't like fries? Chris.
But you know what? If fries are soggy, if fries are not really crispy, I hate them.
Right. I thought you were going to say you like soggy fries.
Ugh.
Oh, thank God.
Burnt.
You like burnt food.
No, I don't. I like salmon medium rare.
No, but like your chicken, I've seen it before. It's like real,
But you
typically
don't want
like
to have
charred.
nasty pink chicken. That's
But it doesn't have to be
salmonella.
like black on top.
What?
Black on top?
I like a good rare chicken.
Oh, God. That's what I was thinking about.
No.
Where'd they go?
Vinny and John.
John and Vinny's. Keep hearing about this John and Vinny. Yeah.
No, it's a restaurant.
Oh, you know what? I did go to it. It's right. Yeah.
There's one in West Hollywood.
On the right side when you're driving out, Reagan. Yeah, I did go there once.
Harvey, do you like sweet potato fries?
Yeah, but I don't want fries.
No, the chat was wondering.
Oh, I love sweet potato fries. Are you kidding? They're great.
He's the worst.
Fries are good fries. It's hard to beat, and it's like when you get really good fries with anything, whether
Who do you
it's
think
a
has the
steak,
best
whether
fries?
it's chicken,
The best
you
fry
go
you
with
ever
the
had?
fries first, and then you eventually say, "Oh, I should probably eat
can't
chicken."
The best fries you ever had.
You don't know the best fries you ever had?
Fries are fries. I mean, yes, some are better, but like, I'm never gonna go like these are the best.
Oh
fries
no,
I've had.
I'm always on the hunt for the best fries.
Do you like the wedges or like the really?
I like a thick potato. I hate a skinny, thin. I don't like
I think they're
skinny
saying fries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Reagan wants a poll.
Yeah, I know.
Are you more interested in Sydney Sweeney or our opinion on sweet potato fries?
All right, we'll throw it up.
Or just fries.
Just fries, yeah.
I think.
Fries.
I think. Hold on.
Fries.
I predict Sydney's gonna beat sweet potato fries. You got to go just fries. Sydney against fries. I think fries win. Sydney
Fries.
Sweet potato
Sweet
fries.
potato
I think
fries.
Sydney might win.
And Sydney Sweeney.
Just saying.
All right, we'll
I
throw
want
it
to
up.
know the answer.
You can't stand
Five
for 2
Guys
hours.
fries. You ever had Five Guys fries?
Into standing.
I give you guys props. Whenever I have to fill in for Jackson, and I'm sure Melissa's like, you guys standing for 2.5, 3 hours.
Melissa's strong like bull.
Yeah, she
Great.
is.
So welcome back to TMZ.
No, hold on. I want an answer to the poll first.
Hang on, we're still throwing it. Yeah.
We got a minute. We got a minute, dude. It's 11:38. Just give it a breath.
All right.
Did you say give it a breath?
I understand, but we can't do the E-block yet because we're waiting on the information.
All right.
Jeez.
All right, give it 30. It's up. Give it 30 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna give it 30
Everyone's saying
seconds
fries.
because I want to know the answer. Because if the answer is fries, we'll continue talking about
Yeah,
fries.
I'm like low key. It's that.
Jeez.
Of course. I will say,
You should hear
you
this.
had fries with duck fat.
No, duck fat is.
See, the real issue is, have you ever had fries with truffle?
Ooh,
See, that's the
truffle
controversy.
with the
No,
Parmesan?
I know, but that's the controversy.
What do you mean?
Because
What's
there
the
are a lot of people
controversy
who are
about
just
it?
OG fries, and then some people who love with truffles and.
I mean, you can't beat a thick.
Welcome to
potato
TMZ
truffle
Fries
fry.
with Harvey and Charles.
There's a place it's in Hermosa and Redondo.
Waffle
called,
fries?
God, you know who
Proudly
made the
serving.
best fries?
Proudly serving.
Proudly serving.
Good thick fries.
Oh.
Thick fries, but they're fried in duck fat.
And you can taste the duck fat?
No, you don't. It just.
Do you know who made the best fries? Houston's.
The steakhouse?
Yes.
They have great.
But those were very thin fries.
They were thin, but they were really good.
You wouldn't like those.
They were really good.
Oh, thin, then yeah.
I
no.
like thin fries.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you ever go to the Bluestons?
Bluestons? It's now Hillstone.
No, we called it the Bluestons, the Black Houstons.
Oh, yes.
On Rosecrans.
Yes, I've been there.
Yeah.
I loved Houston's. Hold
Folks
on. We went the poll
folks
results.
love that Houston.
Reagan. We're literally sitting here with bated breath to find out the poll results.
Here we go.
Come on.
The people have spoken. Sweet potato fries are more interesting by 75%.
Sorry, Sydney.
Oh, boy.
I like them jeans.
Sorry, Sydney.
How about them jeans?
Yeah, how about them jeans? Okay, we're going to go. God, Reagan, you are a nag. No, we don't need to move. We're going to do this, and then we got to wait. Do you understand that? Okay, here we go. And then you got to send me this email. Well, there's going to be a break because we're waiting for this other information. I don't know yet. Here we go.
So date night for Sydney Sweeney with her, I guess we say her new guy?
Definitely her new guy.
Scooter Braun. Yeah, they, and I guess we haven't seen them out and about together. We know that they've been dating since the wedding.
Bezos wedding. I mean, shortly after the Bezos wedding.
We now have them spotted out having a little pizza. I'm assuming they had pizza.
No. John and Vinny's has other stuff.
They have
too.
other stuff,
No.
but if you go to John and Vinny's and you don't have pizza, why are you even there?
There's good stuff at John and Vinny's.
I know. You can have the other stuff. You got to have pizza.
Anyway, Sydney Sweeney is there with Scooter Braun. They've been dating. This is not, I know that initially we were told, oh, just kind of casual, this and that. They're really dating.
Yeah, you can be kind of casual, but
they are dating. They're full on dating.
If you're kind of casual for 4 or 5 months, now you're dating.
They're dating. They're full on dating.
Right.
And you can get way more than pizza at John and Vinny's. You should all know
But you should definitely have the pizza, and then have the way more as well.
And we won't say another word about them unless they pay us. And we will see you tomorrow. Okay.
It's going up.
Yeah.
Okay.
there's
The
so
conversation
much.
is continuing, which could be a good sign. And so.
They've been in for a while, Harv.
So Reagan, are you able to leave the control room for a minute? We're juggling something else too. We got interesting stuff we're working on
Always
behind
do.
the scenes.
Always do.
Oh boy, if this happens, Reagan and I have got a plan for something. And if it happens, woo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you let them know that, Charles? Because they're asking about that.
What?
What you just said we're going to
what
push
did you
to
say?
tomorrow.
We're pushing Tim until tomorrow.
Yeah, I know you guys were. He'll be back tomorrow. He'll be back tomorrow. We didn't know we were going to have the surprise drop-in from David Otunga.
Oh, wait a minute. Kill my mic. Kill my mic.
Tim will be here.
I didn't know we had so many
okay?
Tim fans in the chat.
We have a lot of Tim fans.
A
They
lot
were
of
upset
Tim
last
fans.
week.
Very
We skipped
upset.
him last week.
I mean, we're all
Yeah, man,
fans of
people
Tim.
just start coming through.
So that John and Vinny's that they went to, that's the same.
They were up in the valley, right?
Or was
Brentwood.
it? It was Brentwood.
Is that,
Oh, Brentwood.
Is there one in
That's the
Brentwood?
same one
Yeah.
that I think Kim K and Pete went to at one point when they were flinging it.
They did. That's right.
That's a very
Jim,
popular.
your memory of this is.
It's like I've worked here for
Yeah, I know.
8 years.
Oh,
Interesting.
It's a very popular.
we didn't do headlines
serious.
today. Cameron,
Now I want pizza.
pizza, not
All
fries?
right, we can throw it up. You want us to throw up a
Well,
poll?
because we were just more recently talking about pizza.
Fat. Should Charles eat pizza for lunch today? If you vote yes, he has to get it.
What's your favorite pizza?
Jamaican jerk.
Jamaican jerk?
I hate a Jamaican pizza. I hate when people like, oh, let me get a Jamaican. No. If you talk to a real Jamaican, they will say there's no such thing as a Jamaican pizza.
Great pizza.
Or do you have to go back to New York to
I
find
gotta go back to New
Yes.
York. I gotta go back to New York.
Chicago has really good pizza too. I'm just saying.
Don't even start this conversation.
I won't start it.
I
went to.
will walk away.
I just went to Chicago.
I will walk away clean.
And went to a place that wasn't even known for pizza, and the pizza was so good. So I've only been to New York maybe twice in my life. So I'll try New York. I didn't say it was better. I just said it was good.
To me, it's some of the best pizza that you could have.
Indeed. Jim knows. Jim knows deal.
Taco pizza?
Oh, gosh. So we are waiting with bated breath for this conversation.
You want to do headlines without Harvey today? At least pick the story?
Headlines?
Cameron,
you got headlines?
Oh, good call.
I don't think so. I think you need Taylor.
Yeah, let's do that.
What's going on?
Oh, yes, Stitch the cereal, get the
So, you know,
pizza. Y'all vote for Charles to have pizza tomorrow.
Tell Charles to sit down his mic. Hey, Jordan, I'll call you right back.
Yeah.
What a day.
You can probably have Tawanda's on too. Awesome.
Two-word second. We have Chicago pizza in LA, Tawanda. Where's the best Chicago and or New York style pizza in LA?
There's Prime Pizza. They're very thin crust pizza. It's pretty good.
Is that New York style or Chicago?
I think New York style. It's New York style. The Chicago deep dish, are we talking deep dish?
No, so when I went to Chicago, I found out that deep dish is not actually the standard Chicago pie. It's actually thin crust.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes a lot more sense.
Hey, Jim. Let's see. I never saw Chicago
Jim and Twan,
pizza
the
in
Power
LA.
Hour. I know
Boom.
this is exactly what the people were hoping for. But
New York pizza
yeah,
is the
drop
best.
where your favorite pizza places are. We'll keep talking pizza.
Yard patty pizza. Okay, I'll have to put that down. Yard patty pizza.
You have the Krusty Krab pizza. Oh, we did drop a poll.
We did, and I hope no one votes for LA. No offense, I live here,
that's
but
vegan
please, please don't vote for LA. All right, we got a Chicago in the house.
Uh-oh, we're hearing Harvey. Hang on. No, back to.
Mike's down still or Mike's up? Harvey? Okay, Mike down still.
Mike down still.
It seems like there might be an update because he has his glasses on and he's at his computer, so it seems like he might be able to write something, which means that we will be able to move forward. I don't have to give Devin his chair back because Devin is also up there.
New York City pizza's winning. Somewhere else over Chicago, you don't like the deep dish?
That's crazy.
It's like eating a whole lasagna.
Gary thinks my pants look bad on TV. I always get a lot of comments when I wear the ripped jeans. Man, sorry, Gary. Don't know what to tell you. Making fun of. Brendan, do you like New York pizza or Chicago pizza? Scoot over and come join us. Chicago?
Yeah.
Brendan, what'd you say? Oh. Oh.
He's got one
behind you.
Yes, sir.
All right, Harvey, mic up. Harvey, mic up.
You want mics up?
Mic up.
Yep, mics up.
7.
Both. Well, no.
Charlie. That's for Devin. That's for Devin.
This is for stream, and then we'll do it properly.
That's for Devin.
Oh, for Devin.
Charlie, I'm bringing you yours.
They thought.
Yeah. And you guys can take my mic down. Thank you.
Right? For this? Yeah. Okay. So we normally don't do this. We normally get this up on the website, and then we would talk to you about it. We're going to do this differently today, and we normally don't do it. So you guys have been great. Waiting for this story.
They've been patient.
You've been patient, and we've been kind of leading you on. So we're going to tell you what we've got as we write it right now. So I'm going to write this for the website, and and we are going to have a discussion about how to construct this story. So we'll talk about it, and then we'll actually do it on the show. So what's interesting about this is that we've never really had anybody talk to us about what was the relationship between Celeste and David.
Yeah, we've had to hedge it.
We've had to hedge it.
They are friends.
We've had to hedge it.
Right.
And we also were wondering, you know, we knew she had a fake ID. We broke that story. But how did she present herself as, you know, you've got this 14-year-old girl with this 20-year-old guy. So we now have some information, and here's the way it goes. And guys, you know, correct me and add as I go. Singer, friends who partied with singer David were under the impression Celeste Rivas.
That would be impressed.
Yeah, you put impressed.
Oh.
We're under the
Oh, God.
Look,
all right, so he's not a great type.
We're under the impression Celeste Rivas was his girlfriend, and were shocked when news came out. Celeste was only 14, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Sources who
Run in the music scene. Who party in the music scene.
Who party in the LA music scene, good Shirley.
Yeah.
Music scene, tell TMZ. They saw David and Celeste at a number,
would you say,
several?
Yeah, she said it was kind of like a mix between parties and sometimes hanging out after recording at the studio.
At parties and hangouts, right?
Yeah.
And
Is that what you
hangouts.
got from
Yeah,
it
and
too,
she
Devin?
also said like venues, like just like in the scene. So I guess that kind
Got
of
it.
sums
Okay.
it all up.
They saw David and Celeste at parties and hangouts, and it appeared to them they were a couple. We're told there. Some of them were under the impression she was a student.
A college student.
I'm going to say USC.
Okay.
A student at USC.
Yeah.
At USC.
She also
The
said that
the friends believed Celeste was around 19 years old. 19 years old.
and presented herself that way.
And presented herself
As
such. As such. TMZ broke the story. Celeste, law enforcement has found multiple. I can't say found. Law enforcement says Celeste had multiple fake IDs.
Did they say that on
Which-
record, or was that on social?
That's something he got.
which allowed her to pass herself off as an adult.
That makes sense too. I don't know if you want to add this, but one of the things the person
Yeah.
mentioned was that people were also under the impression she wouldn't have been younger because of the places she was at, like the venues and stuff that she was able to like get into.
Yeah.
So
The people who are now buzzing about what they saw tell TMZ one of the reasons they thought she was over 18 was because she was hanging out at places that had age restrictions, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Restrictions. Another thing we're told, people, David's contemporaries who were at these parties and hangouts were shocked at the news of Celeste's apparent, can I say apparent murder?
They haven't said it was a homicide.
Are you
yet.
trying to get in? Are you trying to get into just his demeanor and
Yes,
stuff?
yeah.
I think I would just say shocked at the news that he. You want to
Well,
say that David was?
I can't say that. That's
that
the
her
problem.
death was connected to
His car.
that
We're
her
shocked at the
slaying was
news.
connected to
There was any
connection between
remote connection between,
You put connected again. Remote connection, right?
yeah, sorry,
You're fine.
between David and
Celeste's death.
something that has not been established, as far as we know, right?
Yeah.
Because his demeanor was that of a, talk to me.
Awkward kid.
No, he was super shy, soft-spoken, very respectful.
Super shy.
The gentle demeanor.
Gentle
is
demeanor.
Soft spoken and gentle. Okay. Okay, anything you want to add here that?
Just trying to think of anything else. And that's pretty much the gist of it.
As you know,
Background now.
as we reported, law enforcement says Celeste ran away multiple times and came from a, quote, troubled home. Before law enforcement identified Celeste
Remains.
as the victim found in David's trunk, Tesla trunk.
It's the frunk, I thought, right?
Her mom told TMZ she had been dating a boy, someone named David.
Yeah.
Charles, you want to look at this?
I heard it.
I don't know if it's too long, but do you think the first line should say friends who partied with and knew singer David? Because I feel like friends who partied
and knew,
just because that makes it seem a little less.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, to me, the gist was that everyone was shocked when the news came out that this
Right.
girl was 14. 'Cause
Yeah.
They were all just under the impression she was older.
Older, yeah, college girl.
Yeah.
I don't think he wrote the fragment yet. He
Are
didn't
we
write
good
the
here?
fragment yet, right, Harvey?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did? Okay.
He did in the beginning. I think it's.
Yeah, it's good with me.
I'll
You
look
good?
at it again. Yeah, let me look at it.
Good job.
Thanks, Harvey.
Okay, guys, we are going to put this up. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to save. Hey, Charles, just help me on a. Oh, wait a minute.
Fragment.
Yeah, no, I got the frag.
I need the S.
Huh?
Take the S out, yeah. Friends. Celeste Rivas. Take that out. Yeah.
Does that work for you?
No, hold on. You don't. Friend say he was his girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And thought he was Celeste Rivas' boyfriend, or you know what I'm saying? It's either boyfriend or she.
Boyfriend, right. Right.
Friends say they thought Celeste.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get that up.
Do you need to say they?
Yeah, I mean, it plays. Okay, let's get this up on the site, especially since we put it on our live stream. Hold on one sec, yeah.
There's one thing we say that law enforcement says that she was using fake IDs. Shouldn't it be law enforcement sources?
Yeah. Add sources, law enforcement sources. Say she was using fake ID, add the word sources.
For the fake ID stuff, that line.
You see that? Somebody respond.
Go sit next to.
They got it, Harvey.
Okay.
You'll have Devin and Charlie. Devin's gonna sit here.
Yep.
Thank you, Alexa.
So wait a minute, this is what block? Can you shave something somewhere else? If we want to go longer, this is a big. What did we have? Oh fuck, it's.
Yeah.
I was going to say make it A1 and just looked at that. Okay. What do we have as D1?
Serena. But.
Okay, well let's see if we can do that. Okay, we got to get right to it. Here we go. So you should jump in early, guys. Okay, here we go.
So we have uncovered something very interesting about the singer David, and this the search to find the killer of Celeste Rivas,
The
who was
14-year-old girl found in the trunk of his Tesla.
Right. And we have been saying all along that we don't know really what the nature of their relationship was. Obviously, they knew each other, they hung out, but we didn't know if it was a romantic relationship. We've spoken to people
in the music business who partied with David, hung out with David, and there seems to be a consensus that people believed that David and Celeste were boyfriend-girlfriend.
Yeah, I found this super interesting. So Devin and I spoke to some people in the scene who basically told us that they thought that Celeste was 19 years old. And they went as far as saying that they thought she was a student at USC. And when the news came out that she was only a 14-year-old child, they could not believe that because she also presented herself very maturely. They didn't really question it because of like the places that she was seen at would require somebody to be of age, older than 18.
So like essentially people in this scene knew that they were together. They knew, oh, that Celeste girl is with David or whatever. They'd go to like, venues, these different parties after recording sessions. But like Charlie said, no one even thought that she was underage until it came out, obviously, when they released that the age was only 14 years old. People were just like, this is insane that girl was 14.
But they all thought that they were together.
Well, totally,
and they were together.
And also,
they were at these things together.
We're talking about the fact that, like, clearly people knew or thought that she was older because no one would want to be associated or in photos with a minor, like some weird situation like that. You wouldn't want that at your party.
Wouldn't have taken the photos. Did any of them say that they had actually seen her present ID at any point, like at any?
The people we talked to know,
Didn't know.
and but they did say a lot. Some of these places you would have to be 18
and
to
we
be in.
we have already.
But also, they might not have.
We
asked if
already
David
have.
walked in,
True,
they're
true,
like, oh,
true,
she's
We've
gonna-
done no. We've done the story that our law enforcement sources say she had multiple fake IDs,
Which, like we said, makes
No,
sense.
I know, that's
because
why I
if
was
she's-
asking.
If she's
but
trying
she
to
probably presented them.
That's why I was asking if they had actually seen
they
her
the
present them. I
the
know
people
she
we
had
spoke
them.
to had not seen that,
Right.
and also. The thing about her that I thought that was interesting was, I mean, you see all these photos and videos of people saying this is Celeste with the pulled over hoodie and stuff. So it would be kind of like hard to even really tell if someone was super young, if they have a hoodie pulled over.
They were all shocked. Now the other thing is just their view of David, that he was this kind of mild-mannered.
Yeah, people are just shocked that he would be connected to this tragedy in any kind of way.
And we should say that he is. There
The
is
only
no
connection at this point
is his car.
His car.
Yeah, it was his car that the remains were found in. But for the people that we spoke to, they said he was just very quiet, very timid.
Gentle.
Gentle was how he was described.
Yeah.
And obviously how horrific what happened to this girl. They're just, people we are talking to are just like, they can't even wrap their mind around him being involved in any way with a horrific crime like this.
Yeah, so, again, we've seen all of these videos with the two of them together, but now people are saying, well, they kind of presented as boyfriend, girlfriend. And that's going to be relevant. I mean, that's going to be relevant in just figuring out what happened here and when it happened. And that's still the big mystery. When did Celeste Rivas die? And we just don't have an answer to that, at least right now.
Hi, my name is Jessica. Honestly, with this whole case of David, it's just everything just points to him. Like the car was outside of the house that he was staying in. I feel like there's no other way around it. He was on tour during the moment. It just honestly just looks like he was trying to get away at the moment while it was happening. It just looks all guilty.
We should say we have there's no evidence of that right now. Reagan? No, I know.
You can literally
Reagan, kill the Skype. The reason I went to 0, you don't want to have somebody say that right now.
Yeah.
Do not want to have somebody say that. And we went to 0. I'm sorry, you didn't say we were doing a Skype, and I didn't know.
I did, actually.
Yeah, we kind of wrapped it ourselves.
Yeah, you can just do it without Skype because you ran out the clock.
That, but I don't want to get that. I almost got carbon monoxide yesterday.
Carbon.
Because I couldn't get out of the car on the phone. We'll do headlines. So that was our story. I mean, I think it's interesting, right?
Yeah. No, people are shocked that how can somebody at least that young get a fake ID, multiple fake IDs.
Oh, let me tell you, you go to go to downtown LA. It's so easy to get these.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jim. You don't know how anybody would ever get a fake ID, do you?
Okay. Hey, what's the
Personal
quick story?
experience.
Okay, hold on. Here's the headline, guys. Okay, here we go. Here's the story. We need you to pick a headline. Winner gets a TMZ T-shirt, and the headline goes up at the site.
And possibly signed by you, if that's what they want. We got Martha Stewart out last night in New York City, and we asked her, since she has helped with weddings before, if she plans to be helping with Taylor and Travis's wedding. That's what she says.
She knows what she's doing. She doesn't need me.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. She doesn't need me. She has Travis.
Now
to help
remember, Martha had said before, "I'm available if you want me."
Yeah.
And she's backing off it now and saying she doesn't need me. She knows what she's doing. So Martha Stewart is kind of backing off from Taylor, saying, "You know what you're doing. You don't need me to cater the wedding."
Yeah, rescinding her original offer.
What's a headline? We need a headline quick. In the meantime, any questions about David or thoughts?
Hang on.
Also, they were wanting to see your lunch. It's here. You can show them your lunch if you'd like.
Oh, we'll do that. But I mean, I'm interested to know what they think on the.
Is it possible they could just arrest him for being with a minor, just to be able to detain him, to question him about the murder?
So that's a good question. Here's the thing: you can be around a minor. They weren't saying they saw them doing anything untoward. They just said they presented as boyfriend, girlfriend, and that may well be the case. But they're going to need more evidence than just they were together in a room.
Right.
When someone says presented as boyfriend and girlfriend, because I can be in a room with you and I'm not presenting as boyfriend and girlfriend. So what was it that presented as boyfriend and girlfriend?
They all seem to feel that way, and you know what it's like when you're around two people.
That's what I'm saying. Where they
you don't have to show overt
holding hands,
holding hands, kissing on the cheek,
arm around each other.
Right.
They said it was
just
they all
presented.
felt the two of them were together. They were together all the time, and they just felt that.
Now we're getting a bunch of headlines. 14-year-olds can't look like they're 18. That's crazy.
Guys, look at her picture on the wanted poster. I was shocked she was 14. She looked a lot older to me. I don't know, but not to you.
I don't. I mean, because I don't
18.
spend a lot of time around.
I know.
Children.
14, 15, 16, 18.
A lot of 14-year-olds nowadays do look older than 14. However, she presented to me very young looking.
Okay. Well,
to me, though.
it's interesting.
That's to me.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that that people David's age
thought
she was 18, 19
But
years
again,
old.
that becomes sort of confirmation bias. Like you know him, right? And
automatically.
It's him that they know, and he's showing up at things. And
well, they thought she was.
They would never.
Here's the thing.
You would never expect your friend. And by the way, we don't even know that he knew that
Some of them thought she was going to USC. So, but if you see somebody who looks really young, you say, really, you're going to USC? And that wasn't the case here.
Because I feel like what Charles is saying, because they're just thinking like there's no way that this guy who I'm really close with and friends with would ever date a 14-year-old.
Right. So they just immediately,
that.
they're going to lean toward she's older. And especially if she's going to USC, then you're probably at least 18.
Right, but if they don't look it, you say, God, she looks really young. And nobody was saying that. Everybody was shocked. They were.
See, can you?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I do have headlines though.
Okay, what are the headlines?
All right. Madison C. Martha Stewart is letting Taylor and Travis cook. Dana Fan, one headline. Martha Stewart shakes off previous wedding offer.
Oh, I hate that.
That's pretty good,
We have a
though.
moratorium on shakes off. We have a
That's
moratorium
pretty
on shakes off. We get it, but.
All right.
Pammy Rutledge. Pastry queen declines music queen. Is she a
She is a no. She was definitely a pastry queen. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Bob Barrett. Martha backs out swiftly.
Ooh. Not
Do
bad.
you want a couple more?
Yeah, two more.
Okay. Well, they'll send it my way real quick.
My way? You want to hear my way?
Oh my God. Another pun we can't say.
Martha and the Swift pass.
What?
Martha and the Swift pass.
That's not bad either.
Martha and the
Swift pass.
Passing on,
the Swift
passing.
pass.
Yeah.
And then it brings a little Travis
touchdown,
in.
Travis. You're passing on the wedding. You're passing on the football. You got Taylor Swift in there.
Martha makes Swift pass. Okay. What's the last one? No, forget the last one because you got enough. There was a couple before that. Martha makes the Swift pass and
the first one. What was the first
passes
one?
swiftly or something?
Martha Stewart is letting Taylor and Travis cook.
No.
You didn't like the second one.
No, I didn't like the second one. But
Pastry queen
Pastry
declines music queen.
That's still not bad. Okay, but what's next?
You gotta explain.
There was another one.
There's swiftly and shaking off, and then Martha Stewart shakes off previous wedding offer.
What's the pass one again?
Swift pass. Martha makes.
Martha and the Swift pass.
Martha Stewart makes Swift pass. Yeah. Do that.
Makes Swift
Martha
pass.
Stewart makes Swift pass.
Martha Stewart and Taylor Swift.
Did you?
Yeah.
And then the second grab.
Martha.
Is her name
Just
again?
put Martha and Taylor.
Martha and Taylor.
Okay, I'll fix that up there. Martha and Taylor.
Martha makes, or Stewart makes Swift pass.
All right, so
Yeah,
that
'cause you gotta-
means
Yeah.
it's me, Nay. You are the winner. Congratulations. Go ahead and send your information, your name, shirt size, address, and if you want your shirt signed, to tmzideas@tmz.com.
And
Congratulations.
here's how it looks on the website. You put
tmzideas
3
at
exclamations.
tmz.com.
Yep. Here's the way it looks on the website. Oh, God. There you go. Boom. It'll go on the website.
Nicely done.
Okay, I hope it was worth your while hanging on if you did.
People hung on. They were ready for it.
I just think this is interesting.
They want to see your lunch still, so.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, go show them and then say bye.
I haven't even opened it yet.
Yeah, I got to go over.
Okay, I don't want to show a lot here, so, okay. Oh, they brought chips. I don't want these chips, even though they're really good. That's the way it looks. It's really good. It's really good.
You want to cut into it? They just see tortilla.
Okay, I'll cut into it. Okay.
You show them a tortilla. Mmm.
Yep. There it is. Looks good.
Nice.
Avocado, beans, cheese, chicken. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
All right, have a
Okay.
good day.